CMSportsNet is made possible by Genova's To Go and by Carroll Wings.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the CMSportsNet Football Game of the Week. We've got Liberty taking on Century in Week 9 of the final matchup of the 2024 regular season. I'm Pat Stetzer from CMSportsNet. Once again with me, former football coach, athletic director Randy Pence. Rivalries, there's a lot of rivalries in Carroll County. This one's always a little bit different. What makes this one different?
Oh, the game is great. I mean, this is our version of the backyard brawl.
Yep.
I mean, with the Eldersburg, Sykesville area, and Liberty right down the road from Century here, it's so exciting. The kids grew up together. They played rec sports together against each other, and this is just an exciting game.
Looking forward to it. We're going to take a quick break here from our sponsors, but don't go away. We've got more pregame coverage for you. The CMSportsNet Game of the Week is coming right back.
Hungry? Genova's To Go. Pizza, pasta, subs, and more. Fresh hot pizza right from the oven. Genova's To Go. A mouth-watering cheesesteak just off the grill. Genova's To Go. Fresh baked bread and plump wings seconds from the fryer. Genova's To Go. Genova's To Go carry-out, delivery, mobile device, and online ordering is available at all locations. Westminster, Hampstead, Manchester, and our newest dining room in Eldersburg. For lunch, dinner, or any time in between. Genova's To Go.
There's a lot about Sarah and Tara that's exactly alike. They drink the same coffee, they have the same great job, and they both have a high-quality education. The only difference? Sarah spent her first 2 years at Carroll Community College, getting the same exceptional education, but at less than half the cost. So while Tara uses her paycheck to make student loan payments, Sarah can use hers for other things, like going out for coffee. Get started at carrollcc.edu.
Welcome back to the CMSportsNet Game of the Week. Pat Stetzer, Randy Pence getting set for Liberty and Century here in Week 9 from the Castle in Eldersburg. Let's talk about this matchup for one moment before we have the coin toss here in a second. Get ready for kickoff, and we'll start with Liberty. Liberty's 5-3 overall and 4-1 in the Carroll County Athletic League. The Lions battled Westminster last week. Ruby Field and came away with an impressive 17-7 win. Now they can win the outright Carroll County title with a victory tonight against their crosstown rivals based on that win last week against the Owls. Senior quarterback Chase Miller, there he was. He leads the county in passing yards and touchdowns. Century is 4-4 overall, 3-2 in the county. They do have a path toward sharing the county title if they beat Liberty tonight and Winters Mill knocks off Westminster. We'll talk about that as the game goes on. The Knights beat South Carroll last week. They're going after their first winning regular season since 2019, and they're trying to reclaim the Freedom Bell Trophy for the first time in 8 tries. It is in the building tonight. We had a chance to talk with both coaches earlier this week, talk about the matchups. We'll hear what we have to say about it. Dave Ferguson from Century and Larry Luth from Liberty. Coach, South Carroll was coming off a pretty inspired win against Liberty in overtime, and you were able to go to their place and get a win, get you guys to 500 and get ready for this week against Liberty. How pleased were you in the effort that you guys put on the road to get a county victory in Week 8?
Oh, extremely pleased, right? I thought we played well, especially in the first half, right? We kind of let up a little bit there in the second half. But, it was a great all-around win. We had good offensive plays, we had good defensive plays, and I thought the team played very well.
We just played with a lot of energy. I was real excited. Kids came out, they played intense, they played hard. Spencer Kieran, our D coordinator, put together a great game plan, and the kids bought into it, and they just executed. Defensively, we just executed full speed. So if we play with that energy, we think we're as good as anybody in the league.
For the first time in a long time, the Liberty Century game's got a little more juice in it because of how well you guys are both playing. The kids are excited. I know you guys are excited. Is it important to keep everybody's emotions as in check as you can before you get on the field on Friday and get going?
We want to keep them in check, but we also want them to get excited, right?
Yep.
Liberty Week, it's always exciting. Liberty's a great team, and we I still think we haven't played our best game yet, right?
Okay.
And I'm hoping that this Friday night it'll show up.
You know, Century, they honestly believe they can win the bell, and you know that's what a rivalry game's all about. I'm not sure they felt they had that confidence the last couple of years, but this year they are. They're playing much improved, much better. So it's going to be a battle, and we got to execute. We got to come out with the same energy, and you know, our goal is this is an opportunity for us to get at least part of the county championship. So we're real excited, and you know, hopefully we play the way we're capable of, and we do the things we're capable of doing.
It's an exciting time,
yep.
And it's going to be a phenomenal game on Friday night.
And here we have the coin toss. Thanks to both coaches spending some time with us this week. Randy, while we watch the coin toss, you know, both coaches know each other team very well. What are they going to be looking for the most tonight in this big rivalry game?
Well, I mean, just sound, solid defenses, and that's generally what you get.
Yep.
I mean, again, this is truly a brawl. I mean, they play hard, they play strong. The kids put their total effort into the game. You know, win or lose, they're going to show up tonight for this game.
Yeah, and like I was talking to the coaches earlier, this game's got some juice for the first time in a while, and credit to Century for making it happen this way.
Oh, absolutely,
having
for
a great
sure.
year.
Hey, Century's having a great year in a while now, and that's
Yep.
super. A chance to have a winning season for the first time, like you said. I sense it 2019
for winning regular season. Yep.
No, this is awesome.
Yeah.
They got a lot to play for tonight.
So we are set for kickoff here. Liberty in the whites, Century in the black with the gold helmets. Ryder Hecox will kick it off right to left on your screen. And it's time for the Crosstown Showdown. Week 9 is underway. Century gets the ball first. Liberty won the toss, deferred. Nice tackle there at about the 15-yard line. And that's where Century will start. Officially the 24-yard line.
Great coverage by Liberty. Liberty did special teams did a super job covering the kickoff.
Jake Dexter will bring the offense out, number 12. Excuse me, number 8. Number 8 for Century, the quarterback, Jake Dexter, having a good year. 87 for 142 for 1,050 yards and 5 touchdown passes. And we'll see which... right away, and same play as last week, JT Ferguson breaks away, and Ferguson has the ball up past the 45-yard line, exactly what they did last week against South Carroll. That went for a touchdown last week, and this one is up for a 20-yard gain.
This is what Century needs to do. They need ball control offense, and that's what they've done all year. You know, good hard running by JT, and then Deion Barnes, I believe, is the second back that comes in and does a lot of hard running as well.
Yep. DeLon Barnes, number 13, number 15, Jacob Delius will be handling some of the carries tonight, but JT Ferguson, one of the top guys in the county. In fact, he does lead the county in rushing yards. Came into the game with second, 833 yards. He does lead in touchdowns, 10 touchdowns. Here we go again, some Wildcat work early on. And now Jake Dexter will trot out. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like he's going to come out here for the first time. Ferguson will come off. And Jake Dexter standing on the sideline. There he goes, number 8. So the first one went for about 20 yards. That one went for about 2. And there you see Jake Dexter, 87 for 142 with 1,050 yards and the 5 TDs. Dexter gives up the middle, and another big run. It's JT Ferguson again, I believe, and that's into Liberty territory. So Ferguson off to a great start.
Outstanding offensive line play on that. The hole was open wide, and JT hit it hard.
First and 10 for Century at the 34-yard line. So the Knights are on the move here on this first drive. Lions showed a little bit of pressure. Now they back off. Dexter's first pass is caught. Number 12, Will Koenig. Short gain down to the 30, it looks like. Brought down by number 8, Stephen Puckett.
Great connection.
It was, just to get that first round of the way.
Great
right?
first pass, get the confidence up. Yep.
So, yeah, you're right, Randy. Gain of about 4, so down to the 30. Dexter in the shotgun. This is Dylan Barnes right into the middle of that defense. I saw Kevin Kern there, 44. He's one of the top Liberty tacklers on the season. And Liberty's defense, like we talked about a little bit already, how they played last week against Westminster, hold one of the top offenses around to 7 points. They're going to be a force to be reckoned with here tonight.
Definitely a force, there's no question. The defensive line is solid for Liberty. You know, Larry Luke always has these kids playing hard.
Yep. There's your starters. Some big guys up front, Curran and Herbert and Nelson in the middle. We heard those names last week in our game of the week. Frothingham with interception last week. Tristan West came in as a defender as well and came up with a pair of sacks. So 3rd and about 7 here. First big play for Century's offense. End around, looking at misdirection there. Let's see. That's Koenig. He gets some yards, but Blake Cox, I think, there, number 99. Was that was stopping. It'll be a 4th down, and let's see what the Lions do. 4th and about 3 from the 26. Good tackle there by Cox. And there's your offense. We've seen already JT Ferguson with some busy first drive. Talented receivers. Koenig is their top guy. And you mentioned, Randy, the line up front. Jernand, Plummer, Ford, Iziogo. Some big guys up front for JT Ferguson to run behind. So here we go. Offense on the field. 4th down. They give it to Ferguson. He pushes forward.
It's going to be close.
It's going to be pretty close.
Ferguson with a carry.
He had to get to the 23, I think. 22. I think he may be a little bit. Oh, first down.
First down.
So Ferguson gets the first down, and the Knights move the chains.
Yep. I'm actually surprised they didn't bring the chains on the field just to confirm to make sure, but great for Century.
Yep, definitely is. It's going to be the JT Ferguson.
Yep.
We're going to run it until you stop it kind of mentality so far
Absolutely.
anyway in this first quarter. Keep the ball away from the other offense is always a good plan.
That's for sure.
Another handoff to Ferguson. They have found some a weakness in a little bit of the middle of that lineup, or the line, I should say. Wow, Ferguson's still churning. They're going to mark him down at about the 15-yard line.
Yeah, they're running hard between the A and B gaps,
yes,
for sure.
Absolutely, right between those tackles.
Number 99, Cox on the stop for the Liberty Lions.
Ferguson's already got over 40 yards on just 4 carries.
That's just straight ahead running. Like I said, the A and B gaps just straight ahead.
Try to stop us. So 2nd and short opens up your playbook, obviously, if you're Century's offense. Gordon in motion, Dexter in the shotgun, fakes it to, a little overthrown, trying to get, they ran that play last week too with Koenig and scored. That one was intended, rather, for number 5, Christian Gordon. Incomplete.
Looked like a great call, just couldn't make the connection there, but it looked like he was open.
This will be a 3rd and short, but again, like you have that 2nd and short, you can try a little bit of those things. That's at that point of the game, this point of the field, I should say. So that's 3rd down. And the ball is on the 16, it looks like. Again, Ferguson is in that wildcat formation. Calling the plays. Ferguson has played some quarterback. Fakes the handoff, little RPO. And I think he has enough for a first down. Faked it to Koenig, kept it himself, and got the first down.
That wildcat formation's really doing Century well right now.
Sure is.
They're seeing those gaps, a little play action there.
It's a good job.
Man of motion.
Nice job, yep. Fooled Liberty's defense momentarily. So now the ball sits at the 11. So 1st and 10, they can get I believe they can get a first down without scoring. They're just outside the 10. So, but a great first drive here for the Knights, eating up the first half of this quarter. Now they give it to Barnes. And Dylan Barnes gets down to 10.
Yeah, good job stuffing that running lane out that time.
Yeah, that time they caught Wise. You see the replay here. They came up quick. That's Kern, met him right in the middle. So did a teammate. Let's see, 77. I believe that's Tasker. Yep, Logan Tasker, senior. There he is right there, big 77. Yeah. So that'll be second and long now after that good play by Liberty's defense.
Century spreading the defense.
Yes, they are. Oh, the ball's down. And Dexter wisely falls on it, but a big loss. Bad exchange on the handoff there, I believe. And that's all the way back to the 19-yard line. Yeah, just a little bit of a miscue there, but lucky for Century, Dexter picked it up. Did go backward a couple yards, but Max Grosslinger there, 52, was able to fall on him. So Liberty pushes him back now, 3rd and long.
Look for downfield, I think, obviously passing on this situation, 3rd and 18.
Yeah, you might want to also, obviously you want to get the first down, but you could get half of it back here. You went for it on 4th down a few plays ago. Yeah. Wouldn't stop you from going for it again here. First things first, though. And it is Dexter. There's a flag, and flags make the play come to an end. And let's see, maybe Century could have been a false start. Let's see. Oh, nope. Wow.
Well, that'll give him 5 yards.
5 more yards. Yeah, let's see. That is the call. So instead of a 3rd and 18, you're talking about more of a 3rd and 13 situation. A little better. That'll be key tonight too, Randy. Just who makes the least amount of mistakes, right? It's a cliche, but in these sorts of games, 1 or 2 mistakes could really put you behind the 8 ball.
Again, you're in every game you play if you don't give up a long pass, a long run.
Sure. We saw that in week 1 against South Hagerstown. Century was in that game, had the lead. The Rebels had some long plays. There's Dexter over the middle, incomplete. I think he had Gordon there momentarily. At least Gordon thought so. Incomplete, though. It's going to bring in. Well, the offense might stay out there. Let's see. No. Let's see what happens here. Koenig's been their kicker for most of the year. Yeah, Koenig has hit some field goals this year, and he's the extra point man, so it would be pretty long field goal here, and the wind was really a factor during pregame.
About a 30-yarder.
Yeah, about a 31-yarder.
31.
Yeah. So here comes Will Koenig. Koenig's ready. Vroom is the holder. Snap is down. Koenig's kick is good. And so the first points of the night go to the Knights. A 31-yard field goal for Will Koenig.
Good ending, getting points from that first drive. Took 8 minutes off the clock in the first quarter.
Absolutely. Liberty bowed up on defense there and held them, but Century was able to score. And so the Knights are on the board first, 3-0 Century with 4:01 to go in the quarter.
Yeah.
That was a pretty impressive first drive for Century.
Extremely impressive. I mean, they got to remember what works, and that's always the biggest thing for the offensive coordinator. Go back to what's worked for you. Keep doing it. You take 8 minutes off the clock. Doesn't give Liberty a lot of possessions.
Yeah, it didn't feel like it, but we went 8 minutes went by before that drive came to an end. And, in these games, it's nerves. In every game, there's a little bit of nerves. But in these rivalry games, we talked about it. The trophy that they play for is on the sideline. It's been at Liberty forever. Century wants it back. Liberty wants to keep it. But for Century to have that first drive on offense and to get some points out of it, that's going to go a long way, I think, toward them feeling good about themselves.
Extremely right. You're definitely right. I mean, it is. I mean, it builds confidence.
Yeah, I think Century got a little excited on the kickoff there. It might have been legal formation there. I want to say somebody went a little early and back them up 5 yards. Got a little excitement.
A little excitement.
Yeah. Tristan West, 0, and number 7, Kevin Poole, will be the guys back for Liberty. And I believe it's Will Koenig out there as the kicker. It is, so he will kick now from the 35-yard line.
Yeah, special teams, you generally have some guys that aren't playing as of yet early in the game.
Right.
So nerve, like you said. Took off a little too soon.
Look too soon. You're amped up. You want to do well and show up. This one's going to be a little bit of a pooch kick. Now it's a free ball. Kevin Kern falls on it.
Wow, that was
That
close.
was dangerous.
That was dangerous.
That was dangerous.
The ball hit and bounced right in the direction back to the Knights.
Yeah. One of those weird things. It took a Liberty bounce, but it was almost favored Century there.
Yeah.
But anyway, this will be Liberty's offense, and there's Chase Miller, 92 for 200 for 1,440 yards and 16 touchdowns. Those last two stats lead Carroll County quarterback. So Miller threw for 260 yards last week and a couple of TDs in that win the Lions had over Westminster. But here he is down 3-0 with 4 minutes to go. And the Lions will start in pretty good field position. And here's a handoff to Kevin Poole, and he gets around this near side. He's spun out of bounds. Jake Kuntz was the defender, and here you see Miller, Poole, West, Akamboye, Wickline, and Case. They were all active last week behind that line. Grosslinger, Billy Herndon's back. He missed last week at center. He's back. We already mentioned Logan Tasker and Tucker and Talford anchor that line as well. It's a well-rounded line and a very talented offense that can score some points. That play went for just 1 yard, though, so 2nd and 9. Miller stops, plants, throw it. Ooh, right there was the defender, but the pass was caught, and that's 35.
Good coverage, Joe.
It was good coverage.
Real
Riley
good coverage.
Wickline
Hit
makes
as soon
the
as he
catch.
caught the ball.
Yep.
Good catch by the Liberty receiver.
Pass completed to number 35, Whitman. That was gained by the left
I think on the defensive side of the ball for Century, where they need to pick it up is their secondary for sure. You know, the secondary's got to have a good, solid game. Had a few interceptions last week against South Carroll.
So here we go, 3rd and about 4. Over the middle, pass caught. Wickline, he's got the first down into Century territory. And that's the first conversion there for Liberty. And they move the chains and they get the ball down to the 45-yard line.
Miller's pass to number 35, Whitman. Up to the Century 45-yard.
So Riley Wickline already has a couple catches here for the Lions. Chase Miller standing back at the 50-yard line, waiting for the snap and the shotgun. Here's Poole. He gets around the right side or left side. There's a flag down. Comes back at about the 42. Poole knocks a few defenders, but he's out of bounds at about the 31. But there is a flag, and it's going to come back from there. So
holding call against Liberty.
Yep. Going to push him back a little bit.
It's tough because it was a good run.
It was a
really good run.
Poole got around the left end there, and he might get a yard for his troubles. It looks like the flag was dropped at about the 30 or the 44, so he might get 1. We'll see where exactly officially they put it down. Nope, 10-yard penalty spot.
Right? 10 from the spot.
Right. Yeah. Looks like they threw it pretty much right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
So 1st and 20 now, back into Liberty territory at the other 45-yard line. Miller is in shotgun, a man in motion from the right. It was West. He's looking for West. Now he's flushed. He turns back. He fires. There's nobody home. Let's see. Oh, almost intercepted. Christian Gordon was pretty much the only receiver down there.
I'm not even sure he was even close there.
Gordon was close. But, yeah, Liberty's receivers.
Yeah.
Miller just threw it up for grabs. I guess he was looking for Akamboye, and look at Gordon. He didn't give up on it. Yeah. Nice job by Gordon. So incomplete pass brings up 2nd and long.
That brings up 2nd and 20 for the Lions.
2nd and long for Liberty. 1:33 to go in this fast-moving first quarter. Toss to Poole. He's got some blockers in front. And Poole gets a lot of this yards back. Kevin Poole almost gets, let's see where they mark him down, just shy of the first down. That's almost the same play, just a toss formation.
Century secondary is real deep. The safeties are almost 20 yards off the ball. They're preventing against that long pass.
Sure, because they know that Liberty can do it.
Liberty throw, and the run opened up.
Yeah, you're not going to make too many tackles when you tackle up high like that either. And so now, from instead of 2nd and forever, it's 3rd and, I won't say inches, but 3rd and 1. at the 36-yard line of Century. Again, West comes in motion. They let it go to Poole. I think he has the first down. The initial push was past the 35. Yeah, they're going to give him the first down. Nice job by Liberty to get out from behind. I mean, they were back in their own territory after that hold.
Yeah, that big run. They just definitely helped them for sure.
1st and 10 from the 34-yard line now. We're under 40 seconds and counting. Miller takes the shotgun snap, rolls to his right, looks around. There's Tristan West, number 0. Nice catch by West. I think that's enough for a first down. That was a nice catch. Nice pass, nice catch.
Good
nice
rollout.
play.
Good rollout pass. You know, not a lot of pressure at all on him. Had time to look. We know the quality that West is as a receiver.
Absolutely.
He's going to get open.
Yep. And we are at the end of the first quarter. I don't think Liberty's going to snap this ball. And that was a quick 12 minutes there, Mr. Pence.
Again, and go back to high school football, ball control. A good run offense will take care of a lot of clock.
I know you like it. I know you like the ball control. I remember this 8 weeks ago.
I was a wing T coach. I mean, we did a lot of running.
Yep.
If we passed the ball 10 times in a game, that was a lot.
I don't know if the Carroll County coaches were to like 10 passes per game, but I know what you mean. And, you know, wing T is obviously an intricate offense. Not too many teams run that anymore, but there's always a little bit of something in those offenses that you still take with you. You said earlier, Century was spreading things out, but they were running the ball right up the middle against Liberty's defense. So you're going to get some of that old style, even though you have the new style spread offenses and trips to the left and right and all kind of crazy stuff. But I'm impressed with the way both offenses have moved on the first drives here.
Absolutely, really great. I mean, again, like you said about Century's the run game and getting the yards they got right up the middle, up the A and B gaps and working like that. I mean, and it looks like Liberty's defensive line is good size, but when you hit guys from the side, you can get movement.
Yep.
And I think that helped Century that first quarter.
They have the lead as we start quarter 2, but Liberty is on the move. They'll have a 1st and 10 when we start up. There you see the Lions offense approaching the ball. And here we go. Second quarter is about to begin on the snap here. Miller pointing out some defensive positioning, takes the snap. The handoff is to Poole. The initial push had Poole give him a couple yards. Dom D'Amico right there to make the stop.
D'Amico filled that gap. Excellent, though.
He did. Poole's going forward like that. He's tough to take down, and D'Amico really closed quickly. So nice job by D'Amico to hold him to about 2 yards on that play. I should have known on Liberty Century rivalry game like this, we'd see run. See who can break whose defense first. But not that Liberty hasn't thrown the ball a little bit, they have. But now Poole, let's see, Poole's coming out. And Austin Safran will come in. So I don't know if Poole had an equipment issue or what. Safran hustles on the field, number 15. He's the running back. Akinboye goes in motion. They give it to Akinboye. Oh, he got away from the first man. He got away from D'Amico and made something out of that play. Otherwise, D'Amico had him for a loss.
Looks like a...
Yeah, it's going to be 3rd and short. So he was able to turn the corner there.
Yeah, but as you said, D'Amico made first contact.
He did.
At least the line of scrimmage right there.
Slowed him down momentarily, it looked like. Now Poole's back. And Safran goes back out. Akinboye had a touchdown last week against Westminster. Caught a touchdown pass from Miller. There you see Chase Miller looking over the defense. Third and short. Poole cuts around the left side. He's got the first down. He made a nice move there because Cameron Jernan was there, number 56 for Century, and Poole made sure he did not touch him.
Yeah, it's a good shifting move to the outside.
It was a good cut to the outside.
Inside handoff, and they shifted to the outside.
Is there a flag? Let's see. There is a flag. Came from the far side. Century thinks it's on Liberty, but let's wait and see. Officials talking it over. Oh, it's a hold on Liberty. So 3rd and inches, or not inches, 3rd and short becomes 3rd and a lot longer.
But we've seen 2 nice runs by Liberty get called back with penalties with that. I mean, they got to watch penalties. Penalties will kill you, and we know that.
Yeah. What's that mostly? Just guys getting around a guy and just pulling on him a little bit?
Well, they're a lot of effort. They want to block.
Sure.
It's an effort penalty. We know that because they're trying to block for their teammate. If they grab and they reach,
Yeah, especially if your teammate is a shifty back and they're going to make that cut, the defender's going to go, and then you've got a guy grabbing on your shoulder. So it's all about whether they get seen or not, more often than not. But,
and again, timing's everything.
Of course.
It seems like, again, Liberty's been bit twice now with penalties on long runs.
Yep. And that was actually, let's see, I'm going to have to call a timeout, or is that delay of game? Oh, delay of game right after that penalty. So Miller upset with the sideline and wants the play to come in quicker, but now they're behind the sticks. That was even just a 3rd and about 8 or 7. Now it's 3rd and 12.
Well, with their pass game, though, they can make up 12 pretty quick.
Timeout. So a timeout by Coach Luth.
Settle him down.
Yeah, he's over there. He's going to ask the white hat official what was going on there, but I don't know if he thought the play clock was winding down. But, it takes a stand like this sometimes to sort of, Century that is, to sort of keep this momentum going on your side. You had the points in the first drive, and now Liberty's moving here pretty well. I'm impressed with how both teams have handled this first quarter plus.
Oh yeah, they've played well. They played solid. I mean, there's been some mistakes. I mean, Century had that fumble in that first series where they had to settle for the field goal as opposed to a possible touchdown.
Right. Liberty's had the penalty.
Liberty's had the penalty so far. But again, good timeout by Coach Luke.
I thought
definitely
so, yeah.
Good timeout. A lot of times, you like to look to see how they do when they come out of that timeout. Was it effective? Was it a good call?
Right. So the ball is on the 25. The line of scrimmage will be that. They got to get down to about the 13, 12, 13. Yeah, so about 3rd and 12. 9.5 to go. 3rd and long for the Lions in the second quarter here. And they're back in that spread that Randy talked about earlier. This is Miller. He fakes the handoff to Poole. He's looking down the end zone. West caught it. Ooh. They say he was out of bounds.
I'd like to be on that sideline to see that play again. It looked awful close.
Miller had plenty of time to throw it. You just need one. Ooh.
Looked like his left foot was out.
Yeah, it was close, very close. By the time he secured the ball, he may not have been in bounds. Yep. Yeah, I think that other foot's out.
Yeah, right foot that looks like it's
very
up in the
close.
air.
Very close.
Yeah.
Offense still on the field. Liberty will go for it. Central bringing some pressure from the left side. Miller, he's going to throw it. Knocked away.
Yep.
Safran had it for a moment, but knocked away. Tyler Dale had an interception last week against South Carroll, and he makes the biggest play so far for Century's defense. Yeah, and the Lions turn over on downs.
Century just played it back, bend but don't break, and that's what they did.
55, Alex Jernan pressured Miller from the far side there, and that's Tyler Dale doing a good job. Nice stand by Century.
Excellent stand. But again, penalties came back to hurt Liberty.
Century takes over, 1st and 10 from the 25. Koenig did his best to get about 5 yards from the play.
Good cut up field on that.
It was indeed.
On that swing.
Ball carried by Koenig.
I'll tell you, if this is anything like Century's first possession, Liberty may not get the ball back this quarter.
Well, I mean, this is only the second possession,
Yes.
right? That Century's had. They've had it once. He's had it once until now. This is an old school game.
Yeah.
We should be showing this in black and white.
Take the face mask off.
Yeah, well, let's not go that far. 2nd and 5. Koenig goes in motion. The give is to Ferguson. I think that's Ferguson, and he gets close to a first down. Yeah, it was JT.
Ferguson with the carry, gain of about 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
I like the way the Knights have approached this offensively. You know, Dexter's, you're not going to throw the ball 40 times. And I think they all know that.
Nope.
Liberty knows it too. But Century's success this year has been Ferguson, running back Barnes, Odelius, the occasional pass. And they've done a good job to get to 4 and 4. Koenig in motion again. They give it to him this time. A little bit of a jet sweep. He cuts it back in. He only had to get 1 yard. He got the first down. And that'll move the chains.
And that's risky. You're running sideways. You know, you
got to cut in at some point,
you
right?
got 1 yard. You're running horizontal to the line of scrimmage.
Yes.
Yeah, I prefer to go vertical.
You want north-south, right? Not east-west. He got the first down.
First down.
So other than the negative rush by Dexter because he had to fall on that ball, you take that into consideration. The Knights still have 56 yards rushing. More than that now, about 60 yards. Run again. Up over the 40-yard line. That was Ferguson again. So he's been the workhorse in this first half. He picks up about 4. And these plays.
That was a good play. I mean, honestly, I got faked out on that one. I got lost. I thought it was going beyond. You know,
these first 2 drives and the way they're doing this, this is going to pay dividends. You think later in the game, Liberty's defense will be tired, and the opposing defense will be a little bit tired. Nice job there too. That's Koenig again.
But they had a host of blockers in front of Koenig at that time. You know, some good solid blocking out in front.
How many times have we already seen 3rd and shorts?
Yeah.
I mean, Century's had a bunch.
Brings up 3rd and a long one.
So here's Century, 3rd and short.
I was going to say, they complement, the running backs complement each other well.
Yes.
Centuries.
That time, Liberty stood him right at the line of scrimmage. Good job by Liberty. Danny Nelson, 55, was in on that tackle. Let's see where they spot him.
That was Barnes that time.
That was Dylan Barnes.
That was Dylan Barnes, yep.
Boy, I thought they'd give him a little generous spot here, if you ask me.
Ooh. That almost looks like a first down.
Looks like I would have thought he got tackled at that right at the 35 or 45-yard line. They're going to measure it.
Yeah.
And they changed the box to 4th down. Let's see here first.
I agree with you there. That was a very generous
spot.
He got
him. I thought he had made the initial stop at least the 46, but they're almost at the 47.
Yeah.
Well, we're up here and they're down there.
That's it. They're a little closer.
They are.
Yeah.
So let's see what we got here as the chain gang comes out for the first time. Actually, they didn't have to come out the last time. They measured it themselves.
Maybe Larry Lute will throw the red flag.
Coach Luth, yeah. If he had a red flag, he'd have thrown it already. Let's see. Ooh, I think that might be short. Nope. Well, hold on. Okay. Didn't need the index card that time, guys. First down.
He made the call. Yep.
I felt like it was a little bit generous, but hey, 1st and 10 Century. Again, it's been a very impressive running game so far for Century.
Absolutely. Again, looking at the clock, 5:40 in the second quarter. Liberty's had the ball once.
Yep. Both teams have put together long drives. Century's on their second. We'll see how the next 5.5 minutes go, but Randy could be right. Liberty, if Century has anything to do with it, Liberty won't touch the ball again this quarter, this half. That'd be saying something. But we still got 5 minutes to go here. So, all right, 1st and 10, Century. Another big hole, JT Ferguson into Liberty territory. And right now, for the most part, the Lions have no answers for this initial push by Century.
Century did their film study this past week. There's no question. They are finding something that's right up the middle in the Liberty defense.
And you didn't see that too much last week with Westminster, and Westminster's got a good rushing attack as well. So Century's been doing something here. 2nd and about 4, maybe even a long 3. Dexter gets the handoff, and that time led by Max Grosslinger, 52, and that spot will be the line of scrimmage. There's no, can't really deny that one. Good job by Liberty there to penetrate.
Right. That was Ferguson that time too, and he got knocked back that time. They definitely, Liberty's defense stood out there.
So Ferguson comes off for a little bit of a rest, as does D'Amico. So Barnes in now, Dylan Barnes, 13, one of the other, as Randy was mentioning, top defenders. Excuse me, top running backs. Third and long 3, short 4. Dexter will drop back to pass. Receiver fell down. Koenig slipped and fell down, and that is incomplete.
See the decision from Coach Ferguson. 4th and about 3, you'd say? And
offense is still out there.
I
think he has to get to the 40.
The punt wouldn't be a bad decision to pin them back. But if they could get a first down here and keep things going.
Yep, so the ball's at the 47. And they got to get to the 43.5. So here we go. 4th down. Koenig goes in motion. It's a screen pass. Barnes cuts it in. He cuts it back in. He's got a first down. Nice job. Liberty brought the pressure. Century waited and waited and waited. Threw it to Dylan Barnes. And Barnes gets the first down on a nice screen pass. Nice job by Century.
You couldn't have planned it any better.
100%.
It's the offensive coordinator for Century. You got pressure coming and you throw the screen.
Look at Barnes cut it back twice right there, and then gets around the defender right there. Kevin Kern comes in for the tackle, but it's a first down for Century.
Barnes is definitely a shifty runner, especially when he's out in space.
Fresh set of downs. Barnes again. Nelson had the initial tackle, and I think Kern finished him off.
I do like Barnes out in space, though. He's got a good shift. He cuts well.
Correction, that was Billy Herndon, 56 for Liberty, that had the initial push. And then Kern, but that was a gain of about 2, so 2nd and 8 from the 32-yard line. Under 3 minutes to play in the second quarter. Dexter will roll out to his right. Oh, nobody home. Akinboye there actually tracking it down. Nobody home on that play. So
not quite sure where he was going with that one. But I say more than anything, it does stop the clock, an incomplete pass, though. Although the clock's still running.
Yeah, it should be stopped. Yeah, because some of the malfunction with the panel. Yeah, no, they'll get it fixed. They'll get it fixed here as the white hats talking to Coach Ferguson.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yep, looks like we're back now, so we got it all figured out. 2:16 to go. That's an incomplete pass. Third and long, though, here for Century as we get back on the field. Dexter going to throw long. He's got Koenig. Will Koenig for a touchdown on 3rd and 8.
Dexter went downfield with that, yo.
And that was a great
Koenig
pass.
got behind the secondary, made a great pass. Awesome catch.
Century about to go up 2 scores with 2:08 to go in the second quarter. Already up 2 scores. Trying to add to it. Nice poise by Dexter, too, to wait on that play, let Koenig get away from the defender. Koenig's kick. No problem.
Got it.
And with 2:08 to go.
That puts the Century Knights on the board with 10.
Dexter has the touchdown pass, touchdown catch. Koenig did a great job.
All right, Century can celebrate here now for just a little bit. The biggest thing they got to get back when they get back on the field, they got to look for that home run pass by Liberty.
Great job by Koenig to stay in bounds. Poole did his best on defense. All right, so
I'm going to imagine that Century's going to probably try that pooch kick again.
You think so?
Looks
Okay.
like that's what they do.
Okay.
And, yeah.
And there it was, and I believe that was a fair catch. Well, let's see. Hold on. Did the ball come off the tee, or was it a flag? They might have. No, there's a flag. Flag on the far side. Yep.
Went a little quick again, maybe.
It did.
Century?
Yep, it did.
Yeah.
Good ball penalty. All sides against the Century Knights. Back them up 5 yards.
Backed them up 5 yards there, so just like last time, Century will kick on the 35.
I mean, you see it now and then, but not twice in a row often, that's for sure.
That's true,
Right?
yeah. That one, yeah, you're right. That's a good point. That's a good point. Coach Ferguson, if I know Coach Ferguson, he might not be putting whoever that was back on the line. This time, Koenig kicks a little deeper, and it's going to land right at about the 10-yard line. Poole picks it up. Good. Poole swarmed under, rather. Dom D'Amico took him down. Well, I think Poole was hoping the ball went into the end zone. It didn't. He had to pick it up. It's a live ball.
Yeah. I mean, great coverage by special teams at Century High School. You know, they were down there quick. And as you said, if it goes in the end zone, in high school, it's an automatic dead ball when it crosses the goal line. Yeah.
That was Ferguson and D'Amico, 2 of the top tacklers.
Ball to be placed at the
And so,
17-yard line. First and 10, Liberty.
1st and 10 for the Lions. Pass out to West is complete, and West gets about 9. Dylan Vroom knocked him out, number 7 for Century. So Liberty does get the ball back in the second quarter, but Century will take it, right, being up 10-0.
It'll be 2 possessions, 2 by Century and 2 by Liberty in the first half.
Yep. West got out of bounds. That stops the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 2 for the Lions.
Century's got to watch it not playing too cautious here with only a minute 54 on the clock. You know, they still got to play defense.
Miller's back to throw. He's going to maybe use his legs now as he heads the other way. And Miller picks up the first down and steps out of bounds. Probably a smart idea from the quarterback there to
stops the clock.
Yep. Stops the clock and moves the chains. So 1st and 10 Liberty now at the 34-yard line. .143 remaining in the half. Miller. And Let's see. Incomplete. Akinboye, that was a bit of a tough catch. He had to go down low to get it. Second down.
Okay, Century's giving them some room, but you know, at this point, you can give them a little bit, but got to make sure the clock keeps running.
Yep. That would have been a pretty impressive catch there by Akinboye.
Yeah. You know, and Liberty's in pass mode right now, no question.
Indeed.
No, yeah,
Indeed.
No run in their mind.
Second and 10. Miller's going to roll to the home team side now. And that's a pass. Sails. He had West for a second. Right near the chains, too, so everybody be careful.
Yep.
Incomplete, though. Stops the clock. Minute and a half to go in the second quarter. Third down now. Third and 10. So stop here for Century.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens here. What Liberty
Cover
want to do.
two deep safeties.
Yep. The middle of the field, about the 45, could be open here, but let's see. Miller gets the snap. He drops back. Pockets collapsing. Miller, down he goes. And a timeout from Century. Matthew Ford, I believe, number 52 for Century. Let's see. Nice job by the Knights line.
All right, Century's going to get the ball back.
Shoestring tackle, number 52, Matthew Ford. Nice job by the junior. Yeah, they're going to get it back. That's what I was wondering.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, but again, when you're in a pass mode and you show some incompletions, you stop the clock.
Yeah, sure. That should have been Century's first timeout, so they should have 2 to go. I think. Larry Luth used one.
I believe as well, yeah.
In the first, back in the first quarter. Way back then, it feels like it was 2 minutes ago.
It does.
It's gone quick here.
Yeah.
Liberty in punt formation here. Our first punt of the day. High kick. It does take a Liberty bounce. Oh, wait a second. Let's see. Liberty thinks Century touched it. Let's see what they call. Let's see. Yes. Wow. Wow. Big turn of events here with 1:05 to go. It was a high punt.
Ball was touched by Century, recovered by Liberty. That gives Liberty first and 10.
Ah, yeah, just bounced off of a Century player. Picked up by Liberty. So the first miscue.
In that scenario, you make sure you tell your players, do not touch the ball.
Poison, right? Poison.
Oh, my Lord.
And here we go. The Lions have it in Knights territory. Miller gets out of one pressure. He throws over the top this time. Akinboye makes the catch. And that'll stop the clock momentarily. It's a first down to the 36-yard line. And so just like that, here comes Liberty. Nice catch.
We talked about turnovers earlier, and you turn the ball over like that.
35 seconds. Quick pass. Caught. Wick line out of bounds.
Pass complete to number 35, Riley Whitwood. Gain about 4 yards, brings up second and 6.
So second down now, right. Second and 5. 27 seconds to go. Same play. This time it's 17. That's Sean Case, I believe. He's out of bounds.
Again, we're playing soft coverage, which, we should to a degree. So they're taking advantage of those quick passes. You know, gaining what, about 5, 6 yards, 7 yards. Yep.
That's the first Randy's used in our broadcast here so far. I'm keeping track of them. You're allowed a couple, Randy.
Was that my first?
I think it was your first.
Hey,
it was your first. Hey. Look, you've been when you were the AD here for so long, you're allowed to say we.
Okay.
You just hope both teams have fun, right?
Yeah, exactly right.
3rd and short. Same play. Now he was in. Ooh, it's going to stop momentarily. I think he was still in bounds. As soon as the wait. Oh, they called timeout. All right, Liberty called timeout. I think Wickline got the first down, so it would have stopped for a second. And then they would have run it. But I know Coach Luth and his staff was on it, and they called a timeout. So that's the 3rd straight little short pass out to the sideline.
Well, because, again, Century's soft coverage. You know, that's going to be there for them to take. You know, but they're going to have to get upfield here a little bit.
A little bit more,
yeah. I know.
Yep. So that was a timeout by Larry Luth. He should be down to 1. I think Century still has 2. 19 seconds to go. You see Liberty's huddle there. So we'll see if they
don't have heights, do they?
No.
Yeah, I was going to say. I mean, I like Tristan West. His height. He's a guy to throw the ball up to when you get down toward the end zone. That's for sure.
Yeah, he's a tight end body. He plays
exactly. He does. I know.
Coming into this game, Tristan West, 39 catches for 702 yards and 9 touchdowns and 18 yards per catch.
Solid receiver. Solid.
Nothing so far. He has the 2 catches for 20 yards. No rushes yet for West. So here we go, 3rd and 10. Oh, excuse me, 1st and 10. They moved the chains, my bad. 1st and 10. And Miller surveying. Ooh. Sideline passing, and they're definitely trying to work the sidelines to stay out of bounds. That pass was not hauled in by Wickline. Incomplete, stops the clock.
That would have been a really great effort.
Would have been a great effort. Yeah, it was a good effort as well. It would have been a great catch.
But to get the foot down.
Yes. So 13 seconds now. The incomplete pass stops the clock. Second and 10. Miller's got it. He put it up to West. Let's see, incomplete, I guess. There's also a flag. West is slow to get up. Is there a flag? Officials are going to talk, yeah. So, like Randy said, Miller put it up for West. West came down hard.
He got up slow.
D'Amico and others. Let's see what the call is. Pass interference on Century. Maybe the defender got there first, perhaps?
Yeah, probably. Got there a little early.
Okay, yeah, they're going to call the guy from the back, get there early.
I mean, he was surrounded, double covered. He was, but, you know, get there a little early.
So another big break for Liberty. 7 seconds, though. First down. Maybe have one shot to the end zone here. Oh, that's not what you wanted.
That'll be the game. That'll be half.
Liberty, I think they called a timeout. Well, the timeout came from the far side. I just happened to be looking. It looks like they may have a second left. 2 seconds.
Yeah, they're going to have one more play. They're definitely going to have one more play.
Give 55, Alex Jernan, credit for the sack.
Is that 2 or 3, sir? I can't see.
2 seconds. 2 seconds will be put back on the clock.
Thank you. Timeout on the field called by Liberty.
Yeah, I think that was the right call.
That was the right. It definitely was the right call.
Sideline. So this will be a.
We can't see from this far away.
Yeah, exactly.
But the official's right there by Coach Lute. I'm sure he definitely called that timeout.
This is Ryder Hecox. He is going to be standing back. Oh, let's see. Yep.
All right.
Miller's the holder. This will be a long field goal.
38 yards.
38 yards. Yep, 38-yard field goal. Good snap. Hecox gets it away. I think it's wide right. No good. It had the distance.
It had the distance for sure.
Wide right, and that is halftime at the Castle.
Great effort by Liberty on that last drive. Getting down the field, engineered that drive real well. Shame for them. They didn't get any points out of it, but they did. It was an outstanding effort there.
Century 10, Liberty 0 at the half, and Randy, Century made the mistake there and gave the ball back to the Lions right before the half, but they didn't break. Again, they bent but didn't break on defense. Good sack there at the end to make them force the field goal try.
All year, Century, this is probably the best half they probably played all year against a quality Liberty team. That is for sure. That was good. Using the clock, as I always say, I'm ball control offense, and that's what has Century winning this game right now.
Absolutely. Yeah. Take a quick break. When we come back, we'll see some highlights from the first half. So don't go away. The CMSportsNet Game of the Week will be right back from Eldersburg.
Hungry? Genova's to go. Pizza, pasta, subs, and more. Fresh hot pizza right from the oven. Genova's to go. A mouth-watering cheesesteak just off the grill. Genova's to go. Fresh baked bread and plump wings seconds from the fryer. Genova's to go. Genova's to go carry-out, delivery, mobile device, and online ordering is available at all locations. Westminster, Hampstead, Manchester, and our newest dining room in Eldersburg for lunch, dinner, or any time in between. Genova's to go.
There's a lot about Sarah and Tara that's exactly alike. They drink the same coffee, they have the same great job, and they both have a high-quality education. The only difference? Sarah spent her first 2 years at Carroll Community College, getting the same exceptional education, but at less than half the cost. So while Tara uses her paycheck to make student loan payments, Sarah can use hers for other things, like going out for coffee. Get started at carrollcc.edu.
Skill, dedication, leadership. Just a few of the things. Outstanding player for their contribution to their sport. Meet some of Carroll County student athletes and join us as we celebrate their performance, impact, and outstanding accomplishments.
CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week is brought to you by Barnes Bollinger Insurance and by Raising Cane's.
My name is Cooper Sheeler. I'm a senior at Winters Mill, and I'm here interning at the Community Media Center. I recently saw this opportunity because I was playing football over at Winters Mill, and I saw the Community Media Center filming and broadcasting a couple of our games. So I thought that was a really cool way to connect with the community, and I really wanted to be a part of that. Pretty much what I do throughout the day is I help with graphics throughout their Game On segments and Game of the Week, and I also help out prepare stats for all the seasons, the spring and the winter and the fall. I update all of those, and I pretty much go around and I can just help out. I can help out at games when they're preparing for a game of the week. I've done a couple podcasts here at Community Media Center. I would highly recommend people come in here for an internship. It's a lot of fun. The people that work here are really nice, and you get to experience a lot of cool things that you've probably never done before.
Every Wednesday at CM Sportsnet, it's Game On. Tune in for a look at Carroll County sports scene, boys and girls soccer, high school football, and Carroll Link sports action. Hi, I'm Pat Stetzer. Join me as we preview upcoming games, talk with the coaches, and bring you exclusive reports you won't see anywhere else. Plus, each week we'll unveil CM Sportsnet's Athlete of the Week. Don't miss CM Sportsnet's Game On, Wednesdays at 7 p.m. We've got you covered.
join us as we honor local veterans with a special all-day broadcast. Starting at 9 a.m., the Community Media Center will feature interviews with local veterans.
You have a duffel bag on your back and your front, and you get the drill sergeant yelling at you. I remember thinking, what did I get myself into?
But you got a Navy Cross.
Yeah, well, I wasn't trying to get the Navy Cross.
My father volunteered for Vietnam at 18, and he served in uniform for 42 years. We'll actually be burying him in Arlington next month.
They offered me the choice to learn either Russian, Persian Farsi, which is the language of Iran, or Arabic. And I chose the Persian Farsi language because of all the conflict going on at the time.
In some respects, I'm the same guy that joined the Navy in 1979, but I'm a different guy as well.
Hear these and other stories from Carroll County service members on our special Veterans Day broadcast on November 11th.
Welcome back. CM Sportsnet Game of the Week. Century and Liberty, and the Knights lead the Lions at home with the Castle 10-0 as we get set in a few more moments for the second half. Pat Stetzer and Randy Pence with you, and we're going to see some of the first half highlights here, Randy. And it's a first half that didn't have a lot of drives, but a lot of big plays and more big plays made by Century. And JT Ferguson lead them off right. Yep. Just the way that we talked already about just how impressive the game plan has been.
Exactly. Just 5 yards in a cloud of dust. All-time football.
Yeah.
Run them straight ahead. Wild catch. Snap the ball to JT Ferguson, let him run, gains 5, 6, 7, even more.
Yeah, it was 7 yards in a cloud of dust.
Yeah.
We did see Liberty break off some nice big runs. There's Kevin Poole had a couple. They had some called back on penalties as well, as did Century. And Chase Miller. That was on a fourth down, I believe. That was Tyler Dale coming up with a nice play there and turn the ball over on downs. Liberty's offense has kind of been stuck in neutral a little bit as Century. That was a great play there, too. That the pressure came from Liberty, and they got it to Dylan Barnes on that screen play. I like the way that Dexter and Ferguson have run this offense so far.
No, they definitely run. They run a great offense. They know what they're capable of doing, and they stay within the game plan, and that's the big thing with that. Liberty. Century's playing a soft cushion defense because they know they're trying to throw the football.
Giving them something.
I think Liberty for the second half, I think if they went to the run a little bit more, I think it'll make Century have to come up and play a little tougher at the line of scrimmage.
That was a big turn of events there when the ball glanced off a Century player and Liberty got the ball back. Nice catch along the sideline by Akinboye, but the Lions could not get points on the drive late in the first half. It was just, again, like Liberty could move the ball inside the 20 and the 15, but Century's defense was giving them those couple yards, like you mentioned.
Absolutely.
The clock was running. Liberty was forced to call timeout. A big sack came up here late, I believe, in regulation. You're going to see Miller with about 7 seconds to go, scanning the play, and up with the sack right there was 55.
Yeah, that was an outstanding play right there.
It really was. They missed a long field goal, and there's your first half stats. Yeah. Eight first downs for each side, 81 rushing yards for Century. That's the difference in the game right now. It's pretty even if you look stat-wise, but Century has the 10-0 lead.
Yeah. I mean, passing-wise too, Century's 48 passing yards to 66 Liberty.
Right.
But again, when you're one-dimensional, it's much easier to play defense.
Yes, that's true. We had our players to watch, and we didn't get a chance to show it to you before the game, but here they were, and this is their stats live through the game tonight. And look at JT Ferguson averaging 7 yards a carry. Not that Kevin Poole is doing much worse at 6.3 yards a carry, but 9 carries for JT already for 67 yards, and he's having a great start to this game.
Well, that's what I would say to the offensive coordinator from Liberty. Why have you only given him to run the ball 4 times? He got 25 yards.
They only had 2 drives, but I get your point. You're right. You're definitely right.
Yeah.
And just a great job so far by Century. Look, they made that one mistake on the special teams, and they had a couple penalties on their special teams that moved the kickoffs back. But their defense has played really well. 2 sacks, I think, against Chase Miller. The bend but don't break attitude. Hopefully it can carry you on if you're Century for the rest of the way, but we'll see who makes second half adjustments.
Well, that'll be the key. What they're doing right now at halftime, and what they're talking to their players, and what's going on. Yep. I mean, the turnover battle, Really's only been the one touch ball on the special team play by Century that lost the ball and Liberty got it back. Right. That gave them the chance to kick that field goal at the end of the half.
Time for the latest CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week, and we head to Winters Mill High School, where this sophomore quarterback has been making a name for himself this season for the Falcons. Let's see who it is. All right, the latest CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week, Austin Denning, Winters Mill football. 3 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns last week. Big win over Man Valley. Take me back to Friday and just what that felt like. Not only to get a win against a county team, but to go off the way you did.
I mean, nothing like it, really. South Carroll, I had a similar game. I don't think I did as well, though. Man Valley, it was fun. We went in at half, and I could tell the team, we weren't ready to stop. We just kept going, and I came back out. I think I had 1 passing and 1 rushing in the second half.
An interception as well on defense, right? Yeah, so pretty much all-around great game. And this season started with maybe you not as the starting quarterback, but knowing that you might get your name called. What's that been like, the preparation to get ready for games like this, and just how have you handled, being as good of a team player as you can, but also wanting to take advantage of your opportunity?
It's just been, I've just been ready for the opportunity. I'm practicing. I don't mind if I'm not in the starting position or not, really just playing for the team.
Do you prepare differently at all? I know Coach Miller would like you guys all be preparing the same, but hey, when Austin was in at quarterback, Austin Nuts, and then he maybe goes down, or Coach wants to change it, or you've been, showing out in practice, just giving yourself a chance to be ready when you're called on. Does that change your preparation at all, in week to week, or game day to day?
It's really all the same. It's just, a little more confidence going into it. That's all you need.
This season hasn't gone the way you guys wanted to so far, but hey, Westminster week this week, and then everybody's a fresh start. How have you guys been able to sort of not let the wins-loss thing get to you guys, as opposed to what you were coming off of last year and how great it was last year? There's still some fight and some fire in this team.
Coach Miller, really, he's the one keeping us together, I feel. I mean, we're a great team. We're still together, but Coach Miller, he doesn't like to give up. You can tell.
And I don't think you guys like to either, right? So how pumped are you? Just looking forward to the final week of the regular season against rivals Westminster.
I'm very excited. I hope I can have a repeat of what we had last week.
Well, congrats on a great game last week. Good luck this week. That's Austin Denning, the latest CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week.
CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week is brought to you by Barnes Bollinger Insurance and by Raising Cane's.
Congrats to Austin Denning, the latest CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week. He and his Winters Mill teammates are taking on Westminster tonight in their Week 9 clash. And we're going to have a few more moments here before we start the second half. We wanted to show you the Carroll County football standings entering Week 9, and this is what we talked about earlier. So Liberty is in first place because they beat Westminster last week. They had the head-to-head tiebreaker. If they win this game tonight, they're the outright county champs. If Century wins tonight and Westminster were to lose, it could create a 3-way tie. They'd all be 4-1. If Century wins and Westminster wins, then Westminster wins the title again because they'd have a 5-1 record. Everybody else would be 2 losses or more. So there's definitely some at play here. And last we looked, the Owls were beating Winters Mill 14-0. We have coverage of that game on our social media channels on Facebook and YouTube as well. And here are the rest of the slate tonight. Man Valley has the one non-county game. They're at Williamsport. They kick off at 6 o'clock. Our game, and then South Carroll at Francis Scott Key, 7 o'clock kickoff. Westminster at Winters Mill in the city rivalry game. Sort of the rivalry games in Week 9 between those 3 teams. Used to be South Carroll and Liberty, like you talked about earlier, and Liberty Century kind of became the rivalry now because of the close proximity. I talked to you pregame. There's just always a little bit something different about those games, the rivalry games. And so far, both these teams have kept the emotions in check, and it's been a close game. It's still obviously anybody's game. You're only 10-0.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, we get to the Liberty Century football game, and it used to be Week 10, now Week 9.
Sure.
We're doing that. It's always a dogfight. The kids they play hard. But you know what? I want to make a point. Mm-hmm. It's not just football, though. It's soccer. It's cross country. Yeah. It's basketball.
Yes.
It's lacrosse in the spring. Liberty Century are just exciting to watch. If you want a great entertaining night, go out to a Liberty Century game.
No doubt about it. We've broadcast basketball games. We've done some of the like you said, soccer games have been down the line. They play each other in regional title games recently. We've had basketball, of course, has a great rivalry with Coach Wander at Century and now Coach Tenot at Liberty, and it's been fun. It's always fun to watch when Liberty and Century play each other.
High school sports are exciting.
They sure are.
They are.
They definitely are. And you said take a moment to talk about it, and you're right. And what Century's done this year, I mean, they didn't win a game on the field last year in football. They got a forfeit win in Week 1. Okay, great. They hadn't won a game at home in a long time, and this year now here they are at 4-4 with a chance, 1 half away from posting a 5-4 record. Yep. That's a great thing that Dave Ferguson and his staff have, and the kids. Obviously, it's about the kids on the field, but asking these guys during the season when you go talk to the coaches, you can just tell there was a little bit more juice with this game this year leading up to it because of what they've done this year. We get 4 wins so far in 8 weeks.
There's a lot of growth. There was a lot of growth from last year, and they took it on the chin last year, and they really did. But there was a lot of growth, and I know Dave Ferguson real well, and he wouldn't let them quit. That's for sure. They were in the weight room working hard, and they put something good together. And I saw that in week 1 when I was with you against South Hagerstown.
Yep.
Even though they lost that game, there was definitely a different vibe.
No, you're right. You're right. And it's been that way because of this group of kids. And you know this, Randy. Yep. It goes in cycles, right? You have some struggles for a couple years. You just hope it doesn't last too long. Right. You get a good group of seniors and everybody can stay healthy, and you know you got a chance when those guys are veterans. And that's what's happening this year, led by Dom D'Amico and JT Ferguson and others.
Yeah.
It's been a good group of guys, and it's finally it just feels good. I know Winters Mill did this last year, right?
Yes.
They had not had a winning record in a long time. Well, they had 9 wins last year. They had a fantastic fall, got to the state playoffs. Who knows what happens in the next couple weeks, but kudos to Century for being where they are right now at 4-4.
Yep.
And Coach Ferguson has been talking to me a lot this year about he doesn't even think to this point, as of the other day, they haven't even played their best football yet. So that's a good thing to have, too.
Well, South Carroll last week played an outstanding game, and then you're coming into this first half of play tonight. Solid 2 games. Solid game and a half. No, you're right, absolutely. Both these teams on the field tonight had big, impressive road wins last week. Liberty beat Westminster 17-7. Century beat South Carroll 21-8. And that put them in this position. And the second half is now underway, and Tristan West took the kickoff. And a pretty good return for the young man. He gets up past the 40-yard line. So the pooch kick, it's a weapon, but if you can field it and have your blockers in front of you, you can get out of field position. Good to see West back on the field, though. He definitely went down hard just before the half. And, he looked solid there running the ball.
There's Chase Miller's in-game stats, 8 for 14 for the 66 yards. And interesting to see what they do on this first drive. There's still plenty of time left. If you and I are out there, I think we're running the ball here some more. But, I know Miller wants to throw it, too. So we'll see. West 2 catches. Wickline's got 4 catches for 25 yards. And, of course, Kevin Poole.
They don't give the ball to Poole.
Well, guess what they did? Yeah. And guess what they just did? Poole gets it and gets about 5 yards on first down. So he's getting pushed back, but the line of scrimmage is up by the 45-yard line. So good first play there and a good run by Kevin Poole.
Poole will be carried for the Lions.
I usually ask my partner here, what do you talk about at halftime? And I think if you're Liberty, you talked about, hey, there's 24 minutes of football left on the game clock. We got a lot of time left. We're only
plenty
down 10
of time.
points.
Yes, plenty of time to go. You know,
we didn't even necessarily play poorly since we didn't have the ball that much in the first half. Miller's pass. I think Case might have stopped running. Incomplete. Third down. And if you're Century, Randy, I think you just say we got to keep doing what we're doing, right? There's not much you can say about the win.
Probably their best half of football all year.
There you go.
Probably the best half of football against a quality team.
No doubt. No doubt. After that nice run, just like that, 2 plays later, we're looking at third and about 5 or 6. So Miller. That pass caught, and he got behind the defense, and he's down the sideline, and he's going to go all the way for a touchdown. Riley Wickline. Whoa, just like that, Liberty gets on the board in a big way.
That's why you keep throwing those short passes to break one like that.
Well, Century sideline looked like they were thinking there was a penalty, but I didn't see a flag. I don't see any flags, and that's a 55-yard touchdown. Just a pass out to the sideline, and Wickline got behind the defense and all the way to the house. Just like that, Liberty can score.
Yeah, just like that. Well, they hit it quick. There's no question. But that's a big stat builder right there.
Absolutely. Cox, extra point. Good. So, just like that, 57 seconds into the third quarter, and Liberty strikes. And now we definitely have a ball game.
Yeah.
We had a ball game already, but we have one now, too.
Like I always say, you don't give up the long run and long pass. You're in every game you play.
You said it already. Yeah, and that was the first long pass of the day.
Yep.
Nice job by Miller to stay poised and find Wickline. That's his top receiver tonight.
Oh, but it looked like he wasn't even touched, though. Wow. It didn't look like it wasn't a missed tackle.
Got around the defensive back. Let's see. Here it is again.
I mean, they're in position right there.
Yeah.
Just a quick hitter.
He came up. The defender came up, and nobody behind him. And Wickline's a quick guy. He played lacrosse. He plays lacrosse in the spring, and he turned on the Jets there. So the 54-yard touchdown officially there.
Now Century's got to come back. They can't let that affect them. They'll play their game.
That's what the good teams will do, right?
Play their game.
Not let it affect them. There's the kickoff. Vroom picks it up after a little bit of a stumble. And Liberty swarms him over right around inside the 16, 17-yard line.
Inside the 20.
How about that? So Liberty starts at about the 40 after the West. Oh, there goes a flag. A flag flies. This is the stuff that Coach Ferguson has talked about with Century. You can't self-destruct. Every coach says that, but Coach Ferguson tries to emphasize it a lot with his guys. And it's unsportsmanlike on Century, so you have to distance at least.
Those kind of penalties, they kill you. They kill you. You got to keep your head. You got to keep your head.
Flip the entire thing right there. West had the good return. He started on the 40. Century's going to start this drive back inside the 10. You see Jake Dexter there. Hadn't thrown it too much, but he's been effective. 3 of 7 for the 48 yards. And the 1 touchdown pass to Will Koenig. So it'll be an 8-yard, the line of scrimmage rather, the 8-yard line when Century gets underway here.
This is tough in high school.
This is a little momentum here for Liberty. Absolutely. Nice way to start that drive, though. Dylan Barnes, number 13. That's a first down. Nice run by Barnes up to the 20. Picks up 12. That's what you need. That's perfect right there for Century.
That's what I keep saying. You know, your offensive coordinator, go to what works. You know, sometimes they can be their worst enemy. If they keep trying, they got a big sheet in front of them with all these plays here, trying so many different things, and that works. That's straight ahead run.
So, and also what I was saying was this gets out of the shadow of the end zone there. Ooh, nice stand him up right there, though. Liberty stuck him. Nice play by Liberty's defense.
Number 22, I believe.
22. Tommy Batson, a junior defensive back, coming way up to make that tackle. Nice job by Mr. Batson. He's a junior.
Good square up. Great tackle.
It was a great tackle.
He squared it up perfect.
Just a 1-yard gain.
Gain of a yard on the play, 2nd and 9.
Now we can officially say we got a Liberty Century game going here. 10-7, guys playing out on defense and offense. And whistles before that play. And let's see, if the flag came from the far side, dropped at about the 19-yard line. See if Century moved before the snap. Let's see. Yep. Fell back about 5 yards after that play.
2nd and 14.
So this is an important possession here for Century, just to sort of slow things down and get back to their game plan.
They got to come back. You're right. They got to answer.
Even if they don't score, even if they don't score, I would say just get it up on the side
off the clock.
Yes, absolutely. They still have the lead. 4-man rush for Liberty. That pass caught. I was trying to say picked up. It was caught. Nice catch.
Not for the first down.
Christian Gordon. Nice job by the senior. He snared that out of the midair there. I thought that was going to be incomplete. Up to the 31-yard line, 32-yard line. Nice catch. That was a nice play there by Century. And just like that, those are the plays you got to sort of make to keep your drive going here. Overcome the penalty, right? The 5 yards pushed you back, and now here you are 1st and 10. There's JT Ferguson. Breaks through the initial push. Up to about the 36.
Gain of 5, it looks like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's solid. JT runs hard.
They've been great on first down all night.
Runs hard. He's somewhat lower to the ground, too. It's hard to bring down.
Yeah, Barnes has a little bit more size than Ferguson, height-wise, but Ferguson's got the muscle and he's a wrestler, a good county wrestler. Yeah. He's got some D'Amico, too.
Well, he's a senior.
He's a senior as well.
Barnes a sophomore. He'll be there.
Yep. JT's been doing this for a while, right?
Yes.
Second and about 6, I'll say, maybe 5. Dexter will throw it. Another nice catch. Quentin Duncan, number 9. That's 2 good catches there on those last 2 throws.
2 solid passes.
Yeah, had a little zip on it.
Yeah.
Up to the 45-yard line, so the Knights on the move.
Finding some holes in the Liberty defense in their zone.
So that those runs set up those pass plays, right, Randy? So you can, now Liberty has to
back out
Ferguson.
More.
Exactly right. Koenig in motion. The handoff is to Ferguson. He comes to tries to come to the near side. Liberty stands him up after about 1 yard.
So going horizontal doesn't help. He's more, like you said, a north-south runner.
And Liberty's defense got speed, right?
Yes.
Kevin Kern, 44, 52. Grossinger, they're not just big guys. They're fast guys, too.
Yeah,
so.
and they're showing it, too. The last couple of defenses, they didn't have that deep safety. No center fielder to protect against that long pass.
Sure.
What did Century do? It's big in the first half. They threw that long pass down the sideline.
Yes, they did. 2nd and 9 now after the 1 yard gain. Ferguson up past 70 yards now in this game, rushing. This is a give to Koenig, I believe. A nice job by Will Koenig. Yep, that was receiver handoff, and Koenig picks up a first down.
Century's really changing it up right now.
They really are. I'm impressed.
The defense starts to focus in on Ferguson and Barnes, and then they go with the Koenig. That's.
We talk about this rivalry just being in Eldersburg, but we heard at halftime we got some viewers from North Carolina watching the game tonight. Yeah. So anybody checking in from the good old southern states, former Century players and Liberty players keeping their eye on the game. It is about community at the end of the day.
Oh, absolutely, for sure. I mean, at the end of the game, these athletes will shake hands and pat them on the back, because they know each other. They've been to the pool with each other.
Sure, yeah, they played rec league with them and all that
Freedom
stuff.
Swim Club, South Carroll Swim Club, they're there. They're playing the rec sports,
You want to beat each other bad in the game, and then you want to hopefully see each other at pizza or whatever afterward, or whatever they do, whatever anymore. 2nd and long after that last play, with under 6 to go, midway through the 3rd quarter here. Glad you're with us for the CMSportsNet Game of the Week from the Castle. And that pass is, a little far. That was a nice throw. He had a receiver, and let's see. Hope he's all right. He made a fall on the ball, got the wind knocked out of him. Hope he's okay.
That was a solid pass.
It was.
I mean, Dexter threw a really nice ball, just a little bit too far. Good effort by the receiver.
Trying to let him out, his receiver get out from under it, or get under it. And nice job there by Colin Martin, 5 on defense for Liberty. I'm going to say, hopefully the receiver just kind of fell awkwardly on the ball. Yeah, we'll see. Century's guys taking a knee on the sideline there for their fallen teammate here with 5:43 to go.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's good to see.
Yeah, he was just stretched out with the effort of trying to catch that ball.
Dawson, jersey Puga, number 10 for Century. So definitely a hustle play there. You can see him coming off the field with Gina Tolome, athletic trainer here at Century.
He's only a sophomore.
Only a sophomore.
That was a great effort.
I like the effort.
Yes, most definitely.
Sophomore to sophomore there. And I agree, Randy. It was a good throw. You had to give him some time to get behind the defender. I was guessing, I'm up here, of course. I'm guessing he just got the wind knocked out of him. Looks like he's all right now on the sideline. And it'll be 3rd and about 9 when we resume here, maybe 8. Falls to 42.
But this is 4-down territory, I'm sure.
You might be right.
Yeah.
Liberty changing their defensive lineup. Wow, they got 7 guys standing up there, 6 guys. Interesting look, and they're bringing some pressure. Dexter gonna, did it hit the ground?
Did he catch
No, he caught it. Quentin Duncan. Dexter did a good job avoiding Blake Cox's pressure at number 99.
Move the chains.
Nice job. It was a nice job by Dexter right here. You can't go past line of scrimmage.
Just a little tip ball.
Yeah.
Little shot put pass. But as you said, J.D. Ferguson has played quarterback in past years. He's played back there.
Ferguson is in now. A little bit of a wildcat as Dexter comes off the field. And Ferguson keeps.
Look at him run. Look at the legs. Keeps the legs moving. Driving down the field.
Tackling at about the 28-yard line. He's coming off after that. He got taken down pretty hard there, so we'll give him a break. He's second and about 6. 6. Ball's at the 18. Mixing it up tonight with Ferguson as Wildcat. And
that last play was tough to cover, and that little tip pass that we completed the ball. With him running the ball, they got to honor his running ability, and that's why the receiver opened up.
And a good job by the receiver to wait for his quarterback. Here's a give to Dylan Barnes, and he's got some room. Dylan Barnes inside the 20. That'll be another first down for Century. Century up over 120 rushing yards tonight. First and 10 Century from the 18.
We're almost at the 4-minute mark in the third quarter, and Liberty had the ball for a minute, maybe?
57 seconds.
57 seconds.
Yeah, it was 11:03.
So we're at the 4-minute mark.
I think they wanted to do this all night, Randy. Keep Liberty's offense off the field. Barnes again, and Barnes finds room to run again. Pushing all the way down. I think he's got another first down.
Wow.
Dylan Barnes is fired up. It's a first and goal now for Century.
The Century train is running down the field.
It is. It really is. Yep. The chains are out, so the chains are off rather. So it's first and goal at the 6. Maybe the 7. Another impressive running attack here by Century. Handoff.
Yeah.
That time Liberty stretched it out.
A lot of Liberty bodies there in the middle that time. A lot of Liberty bodies.
Charlie Frothingham, Blake Cox.
Yeah.
Daniel Eckhart, number 70 there. Liberty's got some size and some strength there on defense. Don't let anybody else think otherwise.
It's all one-on-one coverage. Man, this is where maybe you take a chance.
And that was D'Amico there on that last run.
Lost about a yard from the second and goal.
And D'Amico is in. Barnes cuts it back. Dylan Barnes is into the end zone. Touchdown, Century.
They couldn't have wrote the script any better. They gave it a quick touchdown to Liberty, and then took it right down the field and took probably 10 minutes, not 10, 8 minutes off the clock. 8 minutes off the clock.
Did the same thing in the first quarter. Big long drive. That one ended in a field goal, but still, Barnes scores from about 8 yards out. And this extra point will put the Century back up by 10. And Koenig has no problem. The extra point is good. 2:37 to go. Century 17, Liberty 7. Here's the touchdown, Randy. Coming right out of your living room. Just a straight handoff, and Barnes finds the holes.
I like him outside. He gets shifty. That didn't require a lot of shiftiness there, but he ran hard.
We've seen him cutting back to the inside and getting outside. Here it is again from our top camera.
He dips in.
Just a great job there. And it was a great job by Century's interior there.
Yeah.
Not going to bring him down with just his jersey. So
I think he set that up a little bit too. Again, that little inside dip with that shoulder, that left shoulder, and then bouncing him out around.
There we saw Dellin with his helmet off there on the sideline and excited about that touchdown run. And there he is, young man. You deserve it after that touchdown. Dylan Barnes also just a 10th grader.
10th grader.
Yep. So potential bright future for some of these young men at Century. Here's another pooch kick. Oh, nice job there to make the first guy miss was Liberty. Looked like.
Yeah. Only problem with pooch-type kicks,
Kevin Kern.
You give up great field position.
Yeah, that's the one thing. Yeah, it can be a weapon, but you got to cover it, right?
You got to cover it. You got to as soon as they catch it, you got to be on top. You got to be there.
And so Century again, Liberty again will start in great field position. So I wonder if you would want to think about kicking it longer after those kicks. But hey,
I know
they haven't only given up 7 points, although it happened on the last drive, and now Liberty has it back. At the 48-yard line, so by far Liberty's best field position in this half. This is a toss to Poole. He cuts it back inside. Well, he made some good yards on that first down run.
Yep.
Flag may have flown in there late.
Face mask, maybe.
It's possible. It came from the far side. It was within the mass of humanity. I couldn't really see it. Actually, Poole might still be down. So yeah, maybe.
Flag on the play. Official timeout. Lions player down.
Sure seems like most of the flags are on the far side of the field.
Yeah. Billy Herndon getting helped off there. He might have just got swallowed up in that big.
Something against Century.
Mass of people. Here we go.
Could have been.
It was a face mask. You had it. Yeah. Oof, that hurts. That's 15 yards at the end of the run. Coach Ferguson does not like that. He's shaking his head. Almost all the time when it's play like that, the kid's just trying to make a tackle and just comes up a little high. And
again, a lot of that's an effort.
It's effort. Absolutely.
It's not intentional. No one's trying to do that.
Right. There's no silver lining. It's 15 yards. So now Liberty in Century territory, and Miller back to throw. He's going down the middle. Akinboye's all alone. And again, David Akinboye. They beat him on the big pass, and we're going back and forth now, Randy.
Secondary's breaking down a little bit now. I mean, they got to get their play back together.
Chase Miller just waited for Akinboye. Akinboye's got speed. He beat Gordon and the others in the defensive backfield. That was an easy pitch and catch. And Miller has his second touchdown pass of the half. Liberty took advantage.
Well, you say to yourself, Liberty couldn't do that the whole first half. I mean, Century looked like their secondary was playing further back. 20 yards off the ball. So those kinds of things can happen.
Right. Ooh, Ferguson got close, but Hecox has the extra point. Good. And 1:55 remaining in quarter three, and we're back to a 3-point game. Century 17, Liberty 14, and Miller had no problem, no pressure in the pocket. Ball. He does. Yeah. Excuse me, especially when there's no pressure on him.
Right.
And good job, Akinboye, keep his feet. His second touchdown in as many weeks, and he celebrates with Tristan West. So 3 touchdowns in this quarter. Chase Miller, 10 for 17 so far for 153 yards and the 2 touchdowns.
Now, Liberty came out this third quarter and said, you know what, we're playing our game. Our game is throwing the ball, we're throwing it deep, we're going for the home runs.
I wonder, too, if Coach Ferguson and his staff think about that kickoff from going forward now. Just the strategy involved with the pooch kick. Because Coney can kick the ball. And there's a nice job, and that's Coney. And so look at that. Right after the touchdown, Century has a great kick return. Ryder Hecox kicked it deep, and I think that was Will Koenig. So he's making plays on all facets.
He's out to the 44-yard line.
Absolutely. Now we're going to have a 42-41 kind of finish, right? That's how it goes, right? Yeah. I'm trying to keep a little bit of tabs here on the Westminster game because, again, with county implications, the Owls can still factor into the county championship.
Nice little screen.
That's Ferguson up past midfield, so yep.
Nice little short pass.
Halftime at Winters Mill, Westminster 27, Winters Mill 8. So the Owls in control, and they would go 5-1 in the county. So probably wouldn't be a three-way tie, obviously, unless that score holds. It will not be.
This game has big implications.
Sure does.
Yep.
Sure does. And right now, anybody's game for sure. All right, just got my North Carolina. I see you, North Carolina, and I raise you, California. Got some viewers from the West Coast tonight. And there's JT Ferguson. Ferguson cuts it back to the middle, still on his feet, down to the 25-yard line. JT Ferguson.
What a solid run. Boy, I'll tell you, he did a great job. Found his hole, picked and choose, made a few cuts downfield.
Cut it back in and got himself 10 more yards. These guys want to win this game.
He's a smart football player.
He is.
He's got a high IQ, high football IQ. You know, been around the game since Raiders football. Dad's a coach.
Dad coached Raiders football as well.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
There's a handoff to Barnes, and that's what they can do, Randy, is Kevin Kern makes the tackle there for Liberty. You can hit him with Ferguson, then you can hit him with Barnes, or I haven't seen Odelius tonight, but you start Koenig a little bit. D'Amico had a couple carries, so they've got guys who can really hit you hard in the running game.
Ball carried by number 13, Barnes.
Dylan Barnes has got 50 yards or so. Ferguson's over 100. Will Koenig has 5 carries for 28 yards. Just had the one blemish that fell back on the ball was Dexter on that mishandle.
Mishandle, yeah.
Thanks to Bob Blubaugh for doing some stats remotely for us tonight. And that's the end of the quarter. So fairly quick moving quarter, but a lot of points in this quarter. We still got a 3-point lead though. Century 17, Liberty 14. 12 minutes to go. The Freedom Bell on the line. Will Liberty retain it for another year, or will Century get it for the first time in a long time? And that's beside the point. I know they want to win the Freedom Bell and then have a good night and all that, but they also want to win this game. And you and I talked about this before we came on the air. There's playoff implications too. Everybody makes the playoffs, but there's still some seeds up for grabs here.
There absolutely, for sure. And again, I don't know if this is 100% correct, but if Century can pull this game out against Liberty, I heard there's a chance they can get a home seed.
Yeah, top 4 in the region get a home game. So if they were to, they might be in the 4 range right now. So that other things have to happen. But absolutely, I mean, again, just piggyback what we said before, to go from a 1-win season, and the 1 win was a forfeit, so how good do you feel about that, to a potential 5-win regular season and a home playoff game? I mean,
outstanding.
A
lot of success.
You're on cloud 9 if you're Century. And I know, you and I said, they still feel they left a couple games out there. They feel they should have won the South Hagerstown game. They're another close game there early in the season. So they haven't played their best ball. If they haven't, this has been pretty close tonight.
Well, they're playing, again, a quality team here. Liberty's
Absolutely.
solid, and they're playing outstanding.
5-win Liberty team. There it is. We're starting the fourth quarter with a handoff to Dylan Barnes. Barnes gets it inside the 30, or the 20 rather, down to about the 19. So this would be another one of those. You want another one of those long, as long as you can have it, drives here.
Absolutely. Take as much time off the clock as you can. That's what Century's trying to achieve and to do. And as you said earlier, if it's not in Liberty's hands, they can't score.
Correct.
Now, they can on a defensive score, but
they usually can't.
They usually can't.
Although when they do have it, they can score quick, as we've seen tonight. 3rd and about 6. There's another handoff. Can Barnes find it? Max Grosslinger had it at first. They're going to let that play go. I think Barnes and his Century Mates pushed that ball forward. That's enough for a first down. Boy, Max Grosslinger's sick with himself because he had a shot at Barnes right about the 15-yard line, which wouldn't have been enough for a first down. But
Barnes had some support from his teammates.
Oh, absolutely.
Look at him push. Look at the push.
And then
look at the scrum.
By the way, in the back there was Dawson Puga, who had gone down with that injury earlier, so he's right back out there helping his teammates.
Looked like a rugby scrum.
It sure did. 1st and 10 from about the 12, maybe the 13. A big first down there for Century. Ferguson's back in. Ferguson up the middle. Down to about the 5. J.T. Ferguson is on a mission in this game.
About 7 brings up 2nd and 3.
And they can still get a first down just outside, just inside the 1.
Mm-hmm. Looks like the ball is on the 5-yard line. You're right, Randy. I mean, Ferguson's been running hard all night. And almost all of his runs are
he
north.
drives.
He drives, yep.
He works hard in the weight room. Does work hard in the weight room, and he's developed himself into a pretty darn good football player.
Ferguson that time, Austin Safran, 15 was first on him from Liberty. So a short gain, if any. Yeah, he got 1. Give him 1. So down to the 4. So 3rd down again. But again, clock moving. 10 minutes to go.
Well, Century answered once when Liberty scored. Yeah, will they answer again?
Right. Liberty scored early in the 3rd quarter on a 54-yard pass from Chase Miller to Riley Wickline. And Century had a long drive, capped with a Dylan Barnes run. Liberty scored again quickly. Akinboye, long pass from Miller. And now, like Randy said, Century has it. 9.5 to go. And they are inside the 5-yard line. They no doubt want a touchdown here to try to go back up by 10. And is it delay? It's delay. Delay of game, so costly 5 yards there for Century. So 3rd and short.
Well, that's rough.
A little longer, yep.
That's rough. They didn't need that then.
Of course, in high school, the back judge will hold his hand up at 10 seconds, then he'll count off like a basketball ref at the 5 seconds mark. And,
and there's generally a little leeway
there.
There
1 second usually.
Yep.
Give him another Mississippi after you hit 0. It's going to be a handoff. It's Barnes. He gets it back to where initially the line of scrimmage was. Swallowed up by Liberty's defense. Danny Nelson in there on the bottom of the pile, 55. Now it's 4th down.
What do? You kick the field goal or first drive of the game.
You're in Koenig's range.
Yeah, you're definitely in his range for sure. But that 7 points, 6 points looks better.
Mm-hmm, sure. Well, the offense is out there, and I may have to call a timeout here. Let's see. Coach Ferguson with his hands on his hips. Yeah, he's going to wait and call a timeout.
He's going to take a timeout, yeah.
Yep, he's talking to the official. Yep, he told me he wanted the timeout right before the play clock ran down. So
good
idea. Fills off 30 seconds or so there. And
gives the coaches, gives the kids catch your breath, decide what they want to do for sure. You know, this could be the game right here.
Absolutely.
This could be a defining moment right at this point. You know, going up possibly 20-14, it leaves Liberty within 6. You know, you scored a touchdown, you're back up 10.
Right. Now the Lions can score quick. They've scored quick tonight on a couple drives, but being down 10 with 8.5 or so to go is an uphill battle.
Absolutely.
You know, this game has not been the most fun game for Century in the last 7-8 years. It's been a lot of lopsided losses. They played Liberty twice last year, once in week 9 and once in week 10. And I don't have to remind too many people they lost by a combined 77-0.
We got to go back to the early years. The Liberty.
There have been some battles.
Years in the Freedom Bell.
Yes, but I mean, just the fact that these games have been Century's been taken on the chin, to say the least. But not tonight. 3-point lead. Here's 4th down. They send Koenig out in motion. It's Ferguson. He doesn't have to get a touchdown to get a first down. And Ferguson's in the end zone.
How did he get through there?
I don't know.
How did that happen? Liberty had a swarm of players there. That's heart and desire.
Let's see it. It was a Wildcat snap. Yeah, I have no idea. There he is right there. Just never went down.
How did he get through there?
Just never went down.
Lord.
Never went down. JT Ferguson, he wants the Freedom Bell back at Century, that's for sure. Century fans, Century student section loud now. Koenig's extra point is good.
He kicks a nice ball.
Sure does.
He gets good height. It goes up quick.
Here's the touchdown one more time, Randy. Ferguson put Koenig in motion. He had D'Amico. He just got on D'Amico's back and never stopped running.
Well, Fellas senior.
Yeah, that's right.
They've both been through for 4 years of the program.
That's right.
The ups and downs. And they said, this is going to be an up.
That's an up for sure. Yeah. But still plenty of time left. 8:23 to go in this quarter. Century winning 24-14.
Let's see what they do with this kick this time.
I want to see. Yeah, I want to see.
The success with the pooch hasn't been great.
I think I know what I would do with it.
Yeah.
Century will kick off from the 40. Pool is deep. West is back there as well. So is Akamboye. So their playmakers are back to receive this kick. And they do kick it deeper for sure. Pool back at about the 7. Almost fell down. Pool makes the first wave miss. Now he's got a little bit more room to run. Pool's up to about this, so that 40-yard line. So that's credit for Liberty right there, because Century had the right kick. Kevin Pool got up about the 37 absolutely
Good return.
Absolutely, great
blocked
return.
well by Liberty special team.
Great return. And that's what you needed if you're the Lions. One more time there for the Ferguson touchdown. He just got low and got lost in the pile.
I didn't see him. Next thing you know, you see him coming out the other end into the end zone.
Yep.
But
Nice
again,
job.
he's not real tall,
right?
Yeah, so he can get lost in those scrums.
Low center of gravity, like you said. Legs always moving, but here's Liberty now, 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line, 38-yard line. The initial run was Poole, and then I saw Dom D'Amico and others. Now Liberty's trying to push.
Ball carried by number 7, Poole. Foul made by a host of Knights, led by number 22, D'Amico.
Still picked up about 3, up to the 41.
Well, the biggest thing for Liberty is not necessarily Century's defense, but it's that time on the clock.
Absolutely.
7:40 seconds, 7 minutes, 40 seconds.
And running here at the Castle in Eldersburg. Nobody home for Miller. Now Wickline is, and he's tossed out of bounds, close to the first down.
It does look like Century made an adjustment in the defensive secondary. They're playing back off a little more.
Yes. Yep. Jake Kuntz was the Century Knight who slung Wickline out of bounds, but it'll be 3rd and short. And they have clock is running. 7 minutes. If you're Liberty, you need the ball back again, so you're going to have to start to maybe think about going faster. West in motion. They give it to Poole. I don't think he got it.
I don't think he did either.
Dom D'Amico is celebrating.
I'm looking at the official on the far side that has a spot, and it does look like he made it.
He did get it. Yeah, and they already called it. It was close. It was right on the line.
Close, yeah.
It was right on the line.
Yeah.
Fresh set it down. The clock is moving. And there's Poole with a nice run. That's a first down run for Kevin Poole. So couple nice runs there by the senior.
They're going to get a little bit of that because, again, the Century defense is backed out a little bit now, with the clock running down, getting down to 6 minutes, and they're back off. So they could get some quick hit and runs like that.
Sure. There's Miller. And that's an open receiver. That's Wickline again, and Riley Wickline, stayed in bounds. Got him down to about the 15-yard line. So that's almost with the touchdown play. Although this time he was in front of the defender, but made the defender miss, and Wickline had himself quite a night. You know West is going to get the attention from Century's defense, and obviously the other guys are trying to make them pay a little bit.
Well, if they're playing off, they got to be able to come up and make the tackle. I mean, they have to make the tackle. You know.
And we got a timeout, I think, from Century. Yeah, that's their second.
All right, worth taking if you're not sure your defense and you don't like the setup. You know, take the timeout. I think they have one left. You know,
there will be one left here, I think.
I'll tell you, Pat, what a beautiful night, though, for football.
Absolutely.
Today was beautiful, great day.
Yep.
You know, I like to call it the perfect storm, you know. last game of the season used to be a week later years ago. But it was good. And I remember back a long while ago, Century team was 9-0, and a Liberty team was 8-1.
I was here.
It was the perfect storm. It was a beautiful 70-degree day in the first week of November, and this place was packed.
It was packed.
Oh, my Lord. The cars were parked over in Layton Elementary School, right across from Century, on their grass field.
People were on the hill over here watching the game. I think you brought an old beat-up car to have them like smash the car with the hammer. That was fun.
Back in the day.
That was a run. I believe that was the year Century made it to the state semifinals. And if I'm not mistaken, a few weeks later, Century had a home game. I'll tell you the rest of that story in a second.
Yeah.
Here is Miller. He's got plenty of time. Chase Miller's going to tuck it now.
All right.
And he's going to get out of bounds down inside the 10. It was a game against Middletown, if not mistaken, and it snowed. So we had a nice night on the week 10. It was a great game. Essentially played Liberty again in the playoffs and beat them.
The very next week.
Yes.
Yeah, they ended up 7-2 or 8-2.
Yep.
And we played them the very next week.
Beat them again.
Wet, damp, rainy day. It wasn't anywhere near that same as that.
The next week you had Middletown and it snowed.
In the snow. You're right.
And then Century got them on River Hill and lost to a really good River Hill team.
Oh.
Poole, he makes the first man miss. Kevin Poole, can he cut it back in? He can. He's in the end zone. Kevin Poole, that's a nice run.
Nice run
by Kevin Poole, and don't go anywhere yet. 5:10 to go, and Kevin Poole has his second touchdown in as many weeks. Nice job by Poole.
Great effort. Bounced it out perfect. That looked like it was going up the middle, and he bounced it out left. And
he still had to make one more little move right there, and he got around Gordon and got in the end zone.
Yeah.
So this extra point is a big one. It will cut the lead back to 3. Ryder Hecox will kick it from the 10. Miller to hold. No problem for Hecox.
Yeah. Two really good kickers in this game.
Absolutely.
Two really good kickers.
Yeah. So for the first 10 minutes or so, we didn't have hardly any points to speak of, and ever since then, we've been going crazy with offense. It's been fun. You can tell both these teams, right? They know what's at stake, and they know what they have to do to try to win this game.
That's for sure. A very entertaining second half.
Absolutely. It was good defensive in the first half as well.
Right.
But this has been fun. Long passes, big plays on defense and offense, both teams. 2 good runs there on touchdowns. Ferguson down the other end, and then Poole there, making guys miss. And now Liberty's fans getting into the far side.
I mean, I'd say if I'm Liberty, I'm concerned. I'm not thinking onside kick.
No.
But they've had trouble stopping them. I don't think they've stopped them this second.
I don't remember
last 2 possessions.
I don't remember a Century punt.
Century has not punted this game.
Right. So it was a turnover on downs. Oh, they did punt once. It was the turnover on downs when they punted and it hit their own guy. That was the only one.
Yes.
So that's a deep kick inside the 15. And special teams there. Good job by Liberty. Only got to about the 30, though. Good run back. Yeah, right at the 30 for Century. That was Dylan Vroom. He's got a special teams touchdown this year, I believe.
You think Liberty has 2 timeouts left, I think?
Believe so.
Actually. Or did they take a second?
Sure they took one. Did they take any this half?
Maybe.
I can't even remember. I know Coach Ferguson's taken 2.
Yeah.
I don't remember Coach Lee's taking one this half. They burned some at the end of the first half.
Yeah.
Well, to say this is a big drive is an understatement here with 5:03 to go for both teams. So here we are, 1st and 10 from the 30. Jake Dexter, a couple first downs, and Liberty will have to start thinking about those timeouts. And here's Ferguson. And that time, well, he still managed to get up to about the 32.
You got a Liberty defense that's stacking the line of scrimmage. They're stacking the line of scrimmage.
Yep. And I think they're going to have to stop for a second. Ferguson. A little. Oh, nope. We're going to go to the far side. Oh, somebody's down.
Oh, the trainer's going to head to the far, to Liberty side.
Yep. All right, clock running again. Give Ferguson about 2 yards on that run. There's Ferguson again. And he's close to a first down.
He's a bull. He's running over people. I'm telling you, he's a bull.
He is.
Ferguson on the carry. Stop with game by number 2, Frothingham.
Well, this is a very big third down here. They're going to get bigger and bigger in these final 4 minutes.
About 6 on the play. Here's on 3rd and 2.
Liberty's struggled to stop this play for most of the night.
Liberty needs to stop this.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to say this is a key play. Well, it's a key play. It's
a huge play.
Yeah.
It's Ferguson, and that time I think they stopped him. They give him a yard.
One carry by Ferguson.
Nice job by Liberty. That was Justin Herbert there, 22.
Another big decision here by Coach Ferguson.
He's got the offense on the field.
I'm going to say 4th down's been good to them. I mean, they've been making them, but I don't like the idea of snapping the ball 5 yards back and going forward, though.
Is Ferguson in the shotgun?
Yeah.
Boy, I'll tell you what.
He got it.
They're going to give it to him, but I'm going to say this as a broadcaster here. I think Ferguson got away with a false start. I think JT started to walk before the ball was snapped. But, hey, first down's a first down.
That is the biggest 4th down play of Century's season.
Has to be.
Yeah,
has to be.
Oh.
You don't get it. You give Liberty the ball back on their own, on your side of the field. And now, if you're Coach Luth, you got to start thinking about these timeouts. 2:45 and counting. And Ferguson took that shot, and there's a flag. Is that a legal substitution? Yeah. They have 12 men? Or not enough? Well,
you don't. You can play with 10.
That's right.
You can play with 10.
You can have not enough. You can't have too many.
Yeah.
That backs them up 5 yards.
Dead ball penalty. Illegal substitution.
Illegal substitution. Yeah.
Still the first down.
But the clock winds on this play.
Yeah. It's going.
So 2.5 to go. First and 15. That was Koenig, I believe.
He stayed in bounds. All right, winding the clock. I was concerned that he ran out of bounds.
Me too. Look like he was.
All right, timeout.
So it's 2nd and long now after that last run. $1:59 to go, 2nd and 10, and Liberty burned that timeout. We're sitting close to the Liberty coaching box over here, and they were not pleased with that last play, to say the least. What a night for JT Ferguson, though. 21 carries, 131 yards, the touchdown that put them up by 10. Yeah. Kevin Poole answered and got it back to a 3-point game, but Ferguson, he's got 131. Century's got 212 yards rushing, so Not a bad night for the senior.
Excellent night. Offensive line, excellent job.
Here we go, 2nd and 10. This is another Wildcat snap to Ferguson. Not as much on that one. And Liberty will waste the timeout. Or I shouldn't say waste, they'll burn a timeout. And I think they've got one left, if I'm not mistaken. So that penalty served up fairly large right now. You can talk about a 3rd and about 7.
And if Century doesn't make it, they take their 3rd timeout right now, and it'll be 4th down. If they don't get what's what, it's probably going to be a punt.
I would say if they don't get a yard, I would punt.
Yeah.
If they get down near the 50, they went for it last time and got it, but you know, you're playing with fire there a little bit.
You are, for sure.
And I think Coach Ferguson's got one left. But go ahead.
I mean, they've been successful on 4th
They have.
downs. They really have. I mean,
They've been successful all night running the ball.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't throw it again if I was Century unless I had to.
I know.
But you're right. I mean, they've done a good job on 4th downs. 3rd and short. This is a 3rd and 7.
If I throw the football here, it's a real conservative type pass, a screen
or something like that. Yeah.
Real short.
For that one play, you know you're going to get, right? You know you're going to hit.
We need possession. You can't give up that possession.
Liberty brought a good-sized crowd over there on the visitor side. They're wearing the white, the student section. The fans, the parents, and other fans in blue. Century wore the black tonight. They're filled up over here. It may not be the 15 years ago, but it's a pretty good crowd, and
it's exciting out there.
Jake Dexter switching the receivers around. Oh, they just get it off. It's a toss to Koenig. He got the 1st down. He stepped out of bounds, but it doesn't really matter. He got the 1st down.
A razzle-dazzle play. The reverse to the wideout, coming back to the Century side. 1st down.
Now, he did step out of bounds, but line of scrimmage is the 48-yard line of Liberty. And now the Lions only have, I believe, the 1 timeout. Dom D'Amico firing up on the sideline.
Wow, what a play.
That was a good play.
What a play.
Not the play I would have thought was
They dug deep.
There you go. That's what I was trying to say.
They dug deep in the playbook.
It wasn't on the first page, right? It wasn't on the first page of the playbook.
You got to flip it over to big-time plays.
And what do we got? Delay game. Doesn't really hurt you right there. Just stopped anyway.
No. Delay game against the Knights. Maximum 5 yards, still 1st down.
So let's see, 1:39 to go. Liberty can stop at 1 time, I believe. Pretty much it, as long as you don't. Yeah, it's 40-second play clock.
2nd down, you got 3rd down. Yeah.
That would be like 10. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I mean.
Am I right? It's 40 seconds, right? 40-second play clock in high school. Well, we'll find out.
I wish I can answer that.
We'll find out. I should know too.
I'm not 100% with that.
I'm just here to watch a game.
Once they set the ball, it used to be 25.
Wow, I think it's another delay. So what are we doing now? Ferguson, Coach Ferguson, not happy. As they back up now, it's 1st and 20. But again, clock never ran anyway, so you're just moving field position back a little bit. Ferguson will take the handoff. Liberty will stuff him close to the line of scrimmage. Now let's see. Yep, timeout. I think that's going to be Liberty's final timeout.
Timeout on the field called by Liberty.
Gary, when the ball's set, how much time? 30 seconds. All right, 30 seconds.
Yeah, no, it's okay. We're talking in here. It's okay. We're trying to get official rules about the play clock. We had an official up here, so.
When the white hat sets,
yep,
it's 30 seconds.
30 seconds, okay, so. Hey, we had to do a little investigative work live on the air, but we got it done.
Didn't want to get bad information
It's okay.
out there.
As long as nobody said anything bad. 2nd down and 17. Now, Liberty can't stop it again, so this is 2nd down, so you figure not going to be a lot of time left, if any, for the Lions. He's in the handoff here to Ferguson. He gets it up near midfield. He stays in bounds.
That's the bottom line.
Lions can't stop the clock. It'll be 3rd and about 12. And every time Ferguson carries and gets up, he's a little slower each time. It's been a long night for JT Ferguson.
He earned his salary.
He has earned it. Free piece of pizza somewhere tonight, somewhere. So Dexter there's Ferguson. Ooh, almost got around. He stayed in bounds.
All right.
And they will pretty much have about, that might have been it. They're not even going to set the ball. That's going to do it. That's JT Ferguson right on the field there near the ball. Flags flying.
That's what's been like.
Yeah, I think some of the guys were already on the field. They weren't supposed to be on the field.
That means there's going to be a 4th down.
They're sorting it out. I guess they gave him the Sun Sports Night because the sideline guys came onto the field.
Yeah. Excessive celebration.
Now we're not done yet.
No, there's one more play. Well, I say one more play. There could be more.
Maximum 41-yard line. That brings on 4th down.
You run the ball here. Obviously, they're tackled. There's going to be some seconds on the clock because of change of possession.
Oh, and there's another one. That's another one on Century. I think this one's on the sideline, and they got to control themselves here.
I got to get
your composure
back.
Got to get your composure
back.
Yep. Now let's see.
Okay.
Coach Ferguson might have got ejected. He's coming off the sideline. Well, at least he took his headset off. Maybe I shouldn't say that yet. I guess he didn't. But the way he threw his headset, I thought maybe he was done. But
yeah, I mean,
he's just upset. I shouldn't have said that. I'll take that back. It looks like he's just upset.
Yeah.
I didn't see a thumb or anything like that. But the way he was coming off the field, I thought maybe he had gotten tossed. But he's still there.
He's talking with a lot of people back toward the track.
Yeah, he's talking with athletic director, Ms. Hoyt. Century has to punt this. This game's not over yet, guys. There's 9 seconds left.
Century can run the football and maybe run 5 seconds off the clock, but then the clock will stop, and it'll be Liberty for one play. Well,
you can maybe try the running around in the backfield and take a safety. That was a crazy last play. It was Ferguson was celebrating a little bit on the field. The referees didn't spot the ball. Clock was running. Liberty was upset. Some of the players were visibly upset.
Very, yeah.
And so now we're moving it back up a little bit. All right, now we're going back to the 40, but it's still going to be 4th down.
Maybe they took away one of our penalties.
Maybe.
Or Century's penalties.
Not sure.
After further review, ball will be placed back at the 40-yard line for the Century Knights.
So Coach Ferguson is down back by the security. And Ferguson's going to run around.
Run
6,
around.
5,
give the safety
4,
up. You give the safety.
3,
give the safety.
2, and the clock ran out.
Yep.
I think that's going to be a safety, and that's the end of the game.
Smart play by Century, running around. JT Ferguson, of course, had the ball in his hands.
He did.
He wouldn't go give it to anybody else.
You want your playmaker to have it last. And so the safety counts. No time is left on the clock, and your final score, Century gets the win. They get the Freedom Bell back. Your final score in Eldersburg, Century 24, Liberty 23. A crazy finish.
Unbelievable.
One of the weirder ones I've seen in a while, but it goes down as a victory.
Week 9, last game of the season. Playoffs next week.
Wow.
Definitely an exciting end.
Absolutely, Randy. Well, I didn't expect you to see that way that finished, but we'll talk more about it here in a second. But I mean, just credit to Century and the way they handled this game, their offensive approach. They played well defense too, but they did a good job establishing themselves early in this game that they were going to run the ball.
Exactly. They know what they need to do for Century to win, and they did that tonight.
There's a lot up in the air this evening. Hope you enjoy your evening here.
Here's the handshakes tonight between Century and Liberty. Coach Larry Luth shaking hands with the coaching staff. Coach Ferguson.
Like I said at the conclusion of the Liberty Century game, they're all friends, shaking hands, they're buddies, you know.
Parking lot, teacher parking lot, and the one to my right.
An impressive game for Century, and they're going over to the Bell. I believe that's over where the Knights are going.
They're running over to the Freedom Bell. They're going to start ringing that bell.
It was on Liberty's side where it's been for a while. And I think they rang it.
I'm not sure if Century knows where to put that bell anywhere in the building anymore, you know?
Miss Ashley Hoyt's got to find some room for it.
Right.
There it's coming across the field now. So Century bringing the bell across the field, and it's going to go right to the student section.
Back to the Century side, where Miss Ashley Hoyt will have to find room at Century High School for that bell.
Yeah, there it is. It's down on the track right now, about the 10-yard line. And it's going over to the fans, and they deserve it. Randy, they deserve it tonight.
They truly deserve it. They helped us tonight. The 12th man was help, kept them motivated.
Yeah, I mean,
kept Century going.
All right, and I just think the Knights deserved this from the beginning. The Knights were the better team on the field for most of the night.
They played a smart game. You know, didn't hurt themselves. You know, this and that. Gave up some things along the way, but you know they came out victorious.
It wasn't the way they probably drew it up there at the end. The final score there, the safety at the very end, that JT Ferguson. You know, there you go. There's some excited fans and players. Jackson Ricks. There's Dom D'Amico, and that's got to feel pretty cool for the football players.
Lord.
Yep.
Well, they're feeling good about themselves. Again, first winning record in, 5 or 6 years?
Absolutely, yep. First winning record. They guaranteed to have a non-losing season. Even if they lose their playoff game next week, they'd be 5-5. So they're ringing the bell. I can hear it up here. I can hear it up here. That's pretty cool.
Like you said, there's going to be a lot of pizzas eaten tonight.
It's a pretty cool tradition.
Yes.
There it is. There's a good shot of the bell. Half for Liberty, half for Century. And each player gets a chance to ring it. And boy, Century, these young men didn't even have pads on last time Century had the bell. There's the plaques underneath that show you who has had it. It's fun. It's fun to see these guys ring the bell. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
I don't think Dawson knows how to ring a bell. There you go. You got it. You got to teach the young man how to ring the bell. It was something, Randy. It was just, again, you see Coach Lewis talking to Liberty right now. They'll have plenty of things to work on. They had a good effort, but they were always behind. They were constantly behind the 8 ball tonight.
They tried to play catch up.
Credit Century for that.
Yeah. Well, they could make a run in the playoffs. There is no question. I mean, Liberty's a quality team. They got big time talent. They can hit big. Just straighten things out after tonight. Get there because it all starts next week.
Absolutely. Yeah. Everybody's 0-0 again.
Yep.
We're going to take another quick break for sponsors. We're going to come right back, though. We got post-game coverage for you coming up. We'll talk to the CMSportsNet player of the game. The game of the week will be right back from Eldersburg.
Hungry? Genova's to go. Pizza, pasta, subs, and more. Fresh hot pizza right from the oven. Genova's to go. A mouth-watering cheesesteak just off the grill. Genova's to go. Fresh baked bread and plump wings seconds from the fryer. Genova's to go. Genova's to go carry-out, delivery, mobile device, and online ordering is available at all locations. Westminster, Hampstead, Manchester, and our newest dining room in Eldersburg. For lunch, dinner, or any time in between. Genova's to go.
There's a lot about Sarah and Tara that's exactly alike. They drink the same coffee, they have the same great job, and they both have a high-quality education. The only difference? Sarah spent her first 2 years at Carroll Community College, getting the same exceptional education, but at less than half the cost. So while Tara uses her paycheck to make student loan payments, Sarah can use hers for other things, like going out for coffee. Get started at carrollcc.edu.
Welcome back. CMSportsNet Game of the Week. Century 24, Liberty 23. The Knights are victorious. They go to 5-4, their first winning record, like we talked about, first winning regular season in a while. Pat Stetzer and Randy Pence back with you. We're going to look at some of the highlights from tonight's game, take a look at the final team stats, and then we'll meet with our player of the game. And I just thought right off the bat, Randy, we had a Century team that was really determined to win this game on the ground.
Absolutely. I mean, when you can take that amount of time off the clock, run into football, and just go down the field the way Century did. And again, as we were talking just before halftime, Liberty only had the ball one time there for a while.
Yep.
I think it ended up being 3 possessions in the first half because of the turnover situation. But yeah,
that was a turnover on downs there. Like we saw, it was just a great game plan, I thought, for Century. And again, nice play here when Liberty brought the pressure. Jake Dexter found Dylan Barnes on the screen pass, and just things were going Century's way. This was the one mistake they had in the first half after they forced Liberty to a punt. The ball just glancing off a Century player near midfield. The Lions jumped on it, and they were able to keep possession there. Yeah. Chase Miller, though, he found his passing game as the game went on. This was a nice catch here by Akinboye. But I think Century also pressured Miller. I think you're going to see this sack here again. And we saw this one earlier in the game, too. A nice job by Century's line. This is Alex Jordan, number 55. He's going to come around the far side there. And he beat his man and made the sack. That did lead them a second or two to kick a field goal, so that was their first points. And it was... Oh, no, missed the field goal. That's right, never mind. It was 10-0 there at the half. But then right away, as Liberty got the ball and started the third quarter, Riley Wickline just got around the side of the defender, 54-yard touchdown pass. That was Liberty's first points. It was 10-7 at that point, and the Lions were back in the game. But again, Century stuck to the run, even though Liberty started, bowed up a little bit there on defense, did a pretty good job. Not a lot of panic in Century, though. They did a good job not being able to.
They kept their composure.
Right, exactly.
They stayed focused
for almost the entire game.
Almost.
Yeah. But no, they did. Between the lines, they definitely did. Good there, pass from Ferguson, finding Quentin Duncan for that play, and then that sets up this touchdown run here. This is Dylan Barnes, I believe, coming into your view, and he did a good job on his feet. You were mentioning how he's been really shifty, making some nice cuts. That made it 17-7. This is going to be Chase Miller finding David Akinboye. Just got behind the defense, and he found a long touchdown pass. Again, 17-14 there late in the third quarter. Go back to Ferguson. Ferguson breaks off a huge run here for Century. Gets the ball into Liberty territory. And this will be that. No, I'm sorry, this is Dylan Barnes again. Just they kept going back to Barnes and Ferguson. They threw D'Amico in there a little bit. They had Will Koenig had 7 carries tonight for 42 yards. And one of these coming up is going to be that touchdown where we sort of missed JT in the pile. This was another nice run here from Ferguson, setting it up. And Ferguson, again, those are the Wildcat, like you said, very effective. And then we thought, they stopped him. And then he squirts through.
Somehow gets
into the end zone for a touchdown. Yeah. So that put them up 24-14. There was 8.5 minutes to go. Liberty had the ball again. They answer. It's Kevin Poole. He found some room to run on the left side there, cut it around, makes a little juke move right there, gets by Gordon, gets in the end zone. It's 24-21 with 5 minutes to go. Plenty of time left. This was a nice play. The one you said they pulled deep out of the book. Koenig gets the first down. He ran out of bounds, but he got the first down there, which was huge. And then Dom D'Amico coming off the field and trying to fire up the student section there. Liberty had the ball. Liberty had some timeouts to burn late. There was still some time left, but Century was able to hold on. They actually give up a safety there at the very end. JT Ferguson ran off the final 5 or 6 seconds of the game, and he held the ball there under his jersey. And then the bell comes back to Eldersburg, at least this side of Eldersburg, as the Knights ring the bell. First time in a long time. First time for all those young men to ring the freedom bell. There's a very happy Coach Dave Ferguson there in the huddle talking to his guys. I didn't see that when he got doused with the water.
The Gatorade bath.
The Gatorade bath, water bath. Hey, that's the way they draw it up here in Eldersburg. The final team stats for you. Again, flip them around. They're pretty close. Just the one turnover, and you had the first down. Century get the first downs late there to pull away. 21-16 in the first downs. Now, I'll say, that's funny. The 199 rushing yards, 40 of them got lost on the last play, and I'm gonna have to rib JT Ferguson next time I see him. He put him down over 200, but he'll take that any day because he burned off the clock, got the safety, and obviously, Liberty didn't have any chance to come back and do it. So
that was a call, no matter what. I mean, for sure.
There you go. There's your players to watch. We had those guys during the game. Kevin Poole had a great game. 10 carries, 61 yards. You had like 2 more carries out of Poole.
Yeah.
How about JT? 26 carries, 109 yards. Of course, he had 149 yards before that last play, averaging 4 yards a carry, and they both have 1 touchdown. Impressive performances on both sides of the ball. You got to tip your hat to Century tonight.
Again, outstanding effort. Century played the game they needed to play to win. You got a quality team, and I've said it many times with Liberty High School, and they could go on a run. Century could go on a run.
Yep.
We're looking forward to playoffs. We're excited.
They can see each other again in the playoffs. We'll see how that shakes out. If the score up in Westminster holds, that would give Westminster the county title. Westminster was up big on Winners Mill, so they would be 5-1, and Liberty would be 4-2, as would Century. Century would be second place with their win over Liberty. So definitely a lot of cool things happening here in Week 9, and it's going to be like Randy said, we got playoffs right around the corner. So Randy, I appreciate you coming and joining us tonight again for another broadcast.
It's been great, Pat. Being
it's always
with you.
fun.
Week 1 I was with you, and then Week 9 excited.
We were sweating our shirts off Week 1. Tonight it's a nice night for football. So definitely one more break, and thanks again, Randy Pence.
Thank you for having me.
One more break. We got one more thing for you in the post game. A little bit more for you. We'll talk to the player of the game as well. The CMSportsNet Game of the Week is coming right back.
First, I want to thank you all for volunteering to help Habitat for Humanity of Carroll County build a house. Your participation means so much. We couldn't do this without you. So, any questions? Come on, don't be shy. No such thing as a silly question, guys.
Donate and purchase from the Habitat Restore to help build houses.
No, you don't need to be able to hold a hammer. Anyone else?
Hey there, I'm Pat Stetzer.
And I'm Michael Duffy, inviting you to join us for The Score and more.
Each week we'll talk about high school sports in Carroll County. We'll share information about upcoming games, highlight coaches and athletes, and much more.
We'll even try to have a little fun along the way. Don't miss the Score and More podcast presented by CMSportsNet.
The Score and More Sports podcast is available online at carrollmediacenter.org and on a variety of podcast channels.
Brought to you by Farmers and Merchants Bank.
Every Wednesday at CM Sportsnet, it's Game On. Tune in for a look at Carroll County sports scene. Boys and girls soccer, high school football, and Carroll Link sports action. Hi, I'm Pat Stetzer. Join me as we preview upcoming games, talk with the coaches, and bring you exclusive reports you won't see anywhere else. Plus, each week we'll unveil CM Sportsnet's Athlete of the Week. Don't miss CM Sportsnet's Game On, Wednesdays at 7 p.m. We've got you covered.
CM Sportsnet Player of the Game is brought to you by Genovas To Go and by Anne Arundel Dermatology.
Welcome back, CM Sportsnet Game of the Week and the CM Sportsnet Player of the Game, JT Ferguson, Century Football. JT, 26 carries, 109 yards, and a touchdown. A crazy finish, but a really impressive performance that you guys put on the field tonight against a really good Liberty team. I think I know the answer, but what was the game plan going in? I mean, you guys stuck to the run pretty much from the jump.
Yeah, so offensively, we knew that we could run the ball. I mean, me, DeLon, our line, we're just clicking right now.
Yeah.
And so that's what our plan was. And then Jake Dexter, who's a good quarterback, he can throw the ball. We have Will Koenig. So when they bite in on the runs, then we can throw it out. And that's what we pretty much did today.
Yeah, you did it from the start. I mean, you had the Wildcat was going a little bit with you, for you guys as well. You get up to the 10-0 lead, and you know those guys across the field. You know them very well. They know you. You knew they're going to come back in the game. Once it started to become a back and forth, I won't call it a track meet, but certainly a back and forth, they were answering each other. Did it feel like that was when you guys really started to buck up and realize that we got ourselves a game, we got to play Century football to win?
Yes. So coming into half, we knew that they were going to make changes and that the game wasn't over. We had to stick into it.
Sure.
And so then when we came out and they had that touchdown, we were like, okay, now we got to actually play Century ball.
Yeah.
And that's what we did.
Yeah, you did. You know, there were some penalties along the way, but nothing that at the end of the game was a little bit crazy there in the last sequence. But there wasn't anything that you guys did that really hurt you. And I think that's been the point of emphasis that you've been doing all year, try to limit those mistakes as much as possible. You mentioned Century football. You know, 5-4 now, winning record in regular season. I know it feels good to you. I know it feels good to the veterans on this team. But talk a little bit about just what you guys have done this year that has been such a difference from last year and the years past. You didn't win a game on the field last year. We talked about it all the time. You lost twice to Liberty last year by like 77-0. I don't have to tell you the stats, but you beat them for the first time here. What's been the biggest difference?
Biggest difference is just the team-wise. I mean, I keep saying it over and over again. Our team is so much more different this year than past years. We're really a brotherhood. I mean, like, I trust them with me running the ball, and they trust me running the ball. They'll know that they'll do their job. I'll do mine, and that's just why we click so well.
What did it feel like rolling that bell over to your side and getting a couple rings on that bell? You guys you weren't even in pads the last time Century had a chance. Must have felt pretty good.
Yeah, it was amazing. Great feeling.
And you celebrate this win, but also I know you know this, and your dad is a coach, and all the other guys on the team. Back to work, right? Because it's 0-0. We might play these guys again. We'll see how it shakes out, but that's the mentality I think you got to go with. Yeah. You got to feel confident that you guys can make some noise and make a run here.
Exactly. I mean, we've been saying it all year that you can always win a game. It's football. Nobody is certain to win unless that clock hits 0 and they're winning. I mean, It's just how the game of football goes.
I was going to say, right now, you guys are doing more winning than not. It must feel pretty good, huh?
It feels amazing.
Hey, JT, congratulations on a great game and good luck in the playoffs. JT Ferguson, our CMSportsNet player of the game. And that's going to do it for our Game of the Week broadcast. I want to send a special thanks to Ashley Hoyt, athletic director here at Century, and all the staff for making our broadcast as smooth as possible. Stay tuned for more postseason football coverage. Stay tuned for information about that in the coming weeks. We're going to find out which teams are going to get set to make some runs in the playoffs. Should be exciting stuff. Wanted to thank Ashley did that. Wanted to thank Randy Pence for joining me on the broadcast. Wanted to thank JT Ferguson as well for joining us on the postgame show. For everyone here at CM Sportsnet, I'm Pat Stetzer saying have a good Friday night, have a good weekend, and we'll see you next time.
Hungry? Genova's to go. Pizza, pasta, subs, and more. Fresh hot pizza right from the oven. Genova's to go. A mouth-watering cheesesteak just off the grill. Genova's to go. Fresh baked bread and plump wings seconds from the fryer. Genova's to go. Genova's to go carry-out, delivery, mobile device, and online ordering is available at all locations. Westminster, Hampstead, Manchester, and our newest dining room in Eldersburg. For lunch, dinner, or any time in between. Genova's to go.
There's a lot about Sarah and Tara that's exactly alike. They drink the same coffee, they have the same great job, and they both have a high-quality education. The only difference? Sarah spent her first 2 years at Carroll Community College, getting the same exceptional education, but at less than half the cost. So while Tara uses her paycheck to make student loan payments, Sarah can use hers for other things, like going out for coffee. Get started at carrollcc.edu.